to his socket like a Mr. Potato Head? Also, why are the horses helping? It says all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Why would the horses be able to help? The Wikipedia article for Humpty Dumpty actually says that nobody really knows what Humpty Dumpty is about. There's lots of different theories that range from King Richard III of England to a cannon. I'm guessing they introduced the egg character because, like, the image of a human falling from a great height and splattering into pieces and people, like, desperately scrambling to try to put him back together and, like, I don't know, put his intestines back into his stomach and his eyes back into his socket was maybe a little bit too gruesome for children back in the old days. At least that's what I thought until I started looking at other nursery rhymes. And they're fucked up. I think that Billions of Prize Toys actually takes a lot of inspiration from nursery rhymes because of how bizarre they are. Take this classic nursery rhyme, the lullaby song Rockabye Baby. Billions of Prize Toys actually has a video where they sing Rockabye Baby, even though they change a few of the lyrics from the original. But have you ever listened to the lyrics of that song? Like the real lyrics? Because there's a modern version, but then there's like the actual version. First off, what does Rockabye Baby mean? Rock-a-bye baby. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like a string of random words put together. I'm gonna come up with a nursery called String Sauce Camel Baby. Okay, here's the lyrics to the real Rockabye Baby song. Rockabye baby, on the treetops, when the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. So this is like a song that's meant to soothe kids right before you put them to sleep, right? How the fuck is this supposed to be calming at all to kids? Hey, so the second you fall asleep, I'm gonna put you up in a tree during a storm and the wind is gonna blow you off and you're gonna fall and die. Shh, shh, shh. Good night. Why does falling from great heights seem to be a theme in nursery rhymes? Humpty Dumpty falls from a great height. Kids are apparently falling out of trees while sleeping. I feel like nursery rhymes, in my head at least, are supposed to like teach kids a lesson. They're little songs to help kids remember valuable lessons. Was falling off of shit like a big problem in the 1700s or something? I feel like every kid that listened to these two nursery rhymes probably grew up with a paralyzing fear of heights. Or at least falling asleep, because they're worried that their mom's gonna put them in a tree. Why would she put them in a tree? That makes no sense. Don't even get me started about Ring Around the Rosie. Because that shit's about the plague. Did you know that? Actually, Wikipedia says it might not be about the plague, but a lot of people think it's about the plague, and we still sing it anyway. Like, the lyrics are like, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. There's also a version that's a tissue, we all fall down. It's about people sneezing and then falling down dead. It's just like a fun little way to teach your kids about how 1/3 of all Europeans died during the bubonic plague. It does seem a little outdated though. Who thinks we need a song about malaria to teach our kids? Hit that like button if you agree, guys. I guess the way people raised children was just different back then, because I feel like now you always have to be like happy around kids and teach them like, oh, if we work together, we can solve everything. Teamwork and the world is great. But back then we were just straight up like, yeah, people die all the time from awful shit. Getting stabbed, diseases, falling off things, mostly falling off things. And those are just the popular nursery rhymes that we still sing today. Have you ever heard about Mother Goose? People always talk about Mother Goose like she's like the queen of nursery rhymes. She's this great children's figure. Have you ever read a Mother Goose nursery rhyme? Have you ever read like a real Mother Goose nursery rhyme? Because I found this article full of like old nursery rhymes. Some of them are from Mother Goose, and they're like 10 times worse than the ones that are popular. Okay, I'll read this one to you. Old Father Longlegs can't say his prayers. Take him by the left leg and throw him down the stairs. When he's at the bottom, before he long has lain, take him by the left leg and throw him up again. I have so many questions. Who the fuck is Father Longlegs? Is that like a spider, like a daddy Longlegs? Because I'd throw him down the stairs too if it was. But if it's just some old man with long legs, why are we throwing him down the stairs? He's just like this old man with abnormally long legs who's having trouble saying his prayers. So we're like, down you go, mister. And then we sprint to the bottom of the stairs and throw him back up? Maybe it's like a demon? Father Longlegs? That sounds like it could be like this creepy creature with really long legs, like a Slender Man type thing. In that case, I'm fine with this one. Let's together throw him down the stairs, in fact. Okay, here's another one. It starts off weird, but it also stays weird. Die, pussy, die. Shut your little eye. When you wake, find a cake. Die, pussy, die. I could not begin to tell you what this one is supposed to be about. The beginning sounds like a 6th grader on Xbox Live, and the rest of it just doesn't make any sense. When you wake, find a cake. Die, pussy, die. It's like it starts off mean, like, fuck you, die, pussy, shut your little eye, like, go to sleep and don't ever wake up. But then it's like, when you wake, find a cake. And so he's not so mean after all. It's like, and when you wake up, I'll have a delicious dessert prepared for you. And then die, pussy, die. All right, here's one more. This one, I think, has a pretty good, valuable lesson for young boys and young girls. Okay, here it goes. I married a wife on Sunday. She began to scold on Monday. Bad she was on Tuesday. Middling she was on Wednesday. Worse she was on Thursday. Dead she was on Friday. Glad I was on Saturday to bury my wife on Sunday. Ha 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 ha. Oh, what a great little rhyme to be reading to children. It's just a fun little nursery rhyme about a guy murdering his wife because she was being kind of annoying and gradually got more annoying, probably because the husband didn't fix whatever she was scolding him about in the first place. It's a great lesson for young boys and young girls. For young boys, it's like, if your wife is being annoying, murder her. For girls, it's like, if you are a wife, don't be annoying or your husband will murder you. Just the language they use in this is so weird. She began to scold on Monday. Okay, so I guess she was a little bit annoying. Bad she was on Tuesday. She's just, at this point, the marriage is not working. She's just bad. She's bad. Middling she was on Wednesday. I don't even know what that means. What does middling mean? Moderate or average in size, amount, or rank. So what the fuck does that have anything to do with your wife? Average in size? Is this like a body shaming thing? Okay, she was bad on Tuesday, but by Wednesday, she was average size. Can you believe that shit? But it only gets worse from there, as you can tell by the next line. Worse she was on Thursday. And then we get to Friday where she turns up dead, and he was glad on Saturday night to bury his wife on Sunday. Well, I think with that's enough nursery rhymes for, I don't know, forever. I just think it's kind of interesting that maybe children's content has always been kind of weird, just in different ways. And Billion Surprise Toys is no exception. So like I said, over the past week or so, I've been getting a lot of really good feedback on the song that I put in the last video. In fact, I've been getting a lot of good feedback on that song, and Spooky Guy, and the Bar Ice Cream Rap, and a lot of music that I've been releasing lately, which I really appreciate. But a lot of people have asked me how I do that sort of stuff. And whenever I get questions like this, I always have the same response, and that's that it's really important to understand that your question is a great segue into this ad read. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of classes in music production, video production, design, and more. Skillshare is actually a really great service, and if you're interested in doing any of the stuff that I do, like video production, YouTube, music production, any of that stuff, even like writing comedy, there's classes on all of it. They even have classes in the exact software that I use. I use Ableton to make music, and they have in-depth classes on Ableton. There's this one, Ableton Live 1, the first steps of digital music production. They have classes for songwriting for beginners. They have classes for like everything that you would ever need to know about what I do. When you sign up for a premium membership for Skillshare, you get unlimited access to all of these classes. And these classes are actually taught by experts on these subjects who work in the field of like music production and stuff like that, so you know you're getting good advice. The membership plans are really affordable. If you sign up for an annual plan, it's less than $10 a month. And the first 500 people that click the link in my description will get 2 months of Skillshare for free. So if you're interested in what I do, like making music, producing your own beats, all of that stuff can be found on Skillshare. I would highly recommend it. They've got great tutorials, great classes. So thank you for supporting them, and thank you to Skillshare for supporting me. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I challenge a clone of myself to a fight to the death, but we end up realizing that we are deeply in love, and we live out the rest of our lives as a happy couple. Bye!
What's up, Greg? Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of Mr. 305.
This is kind of a cool place to sit. I used to sit back like this with my boys, and then my boys can kind of sit here with me. Here. So I'm sure most of you know we're all on tour right now, traveling across America, performing our comedy show, and in every city that we can. While driving around, we spend most of our time on the bus. We've been listening to a lot of Pitbull.
Every day.
Yeah, pretty much every day we're just bumping Pitbull back here. And one thing that we've come to notice is that a lot of his lyrics are either really fucked up or just don't make any sense.
So the first one, I think I pointed out, and this was a really popular song when we were in high school. I remember this playing at like prom and stuff. I believe the lyric is, "Give me everything tonight because we might not get tomorrow." It's basically a song about like, we have to have sex tonight because you might die after we have sex.
Yeah.
So we have to have sex.
I'ma make you feel so good tonight cause you might die tomorrow. I think Pitbull has like 1 million songs.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And a Spanish version of every one.
First off, I really like the way that this song starts. Me not working hard? Yeah, right. Picture that with a Kodak. Better yet, go to Times Square,
take a picture of me with a Kodak. He made the first line and ended it with Kodak, and then was like, shit, what rhymes with Kodak?
Now that I think about it, literally nothing.
Yeah, so instead of changing the first line, I'm just gonna make the second line also end with Kodak.
So me not working hard? That's the first line? Me not work hard?
Me not working
Me not
hard?
worky hard?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Not a chance.
Take a picture of that.
Yeah.
Because it's not true.
If you ever see me not working hard, you better take a picture of that with a Kodak. Or better yet, actually go to Times Square
and take a picture with a Kodak.
Yeah,
of me with a Kodak. As long as you're taking a picture of me with a Kodak camera, guys, I'm happy. I'm a happy Pitbull boy.
in Times Square.
Sponsored by Kodak. I saw an article somewhere that said that actually was like a sponsorship with Kodak, or Pitbull was doing like a deal with Kodak at the time, because there was like a billboard somewhere of him with like a Kodak camera.
So that was a brand deal?
Yeah, and he doesn't want you to take a picture with a Kodak. It's a picture of him with a Kodak.
Oh.
And you can use any camera to do so.
Take a picture
Yes,
of me with a
Kodak.
Kodak.
You can take a
Wow.
picture with any
You
camera,
can
but
use
it's
like a-
of Pitbull with a Kodak.
Yeah, you can use like a Canon or a Nikon, but...
But let's get to the weird lyric. Tonight, I want all of you tonight. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Let's do it tonight. I just remember people bumping this song so hard.
Yeah.
Like, never thinking about it. Just like, yeah, let's have fun
Alright,
tonight.
This
yeah.
was like
I'm
the
down.
song at prom in high
Absolutely, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
such a YOLO song. Like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
just do whatever we want tonight and not worry about consequences. But the way they word it is like, we'll die.
Yeah.
So let's fight.
Just planting this little seed in your head. Let's have fun tonight, because you might die in a car crash on the way home from the club.
What?
Let's do it tonight.
Yeah, alright.
Don't care what they say, all the games they play, nothing is enough.
Nothing is enough. What does that mean? Keep giving me more.
I am never satisfied. I need it all.
Give
That's
me
Pitbull.
everything, but I'll never appreciate it.
Yeah.
Grab somebody sexy, tell them, hey.
Hey! Grab somebody sexy, tell him, hey, give me everything tonight.
You're right.
Give me everything tonight.
Give
Give
it all.
me everything tonight.
Give
me everything tonight.
Is that a robbery? Hey, give me all your shit.
Tonight.
Give me everything tonight.
As if a mugger would have to specify the time of day. Like, give me
Right.
all your shit.
Tonight.
Right
Right
now.
now.
Preferably.
Oh.
Can it wait till tomorrow?
No, we might not get tomorrow. I need your stuff tonight.
I think we all know we're gonna die tomorrow.
Well-
Put it on my life, baby. I'll make you feel right, baby. I can't promise tomorrow, but I promise tonight.
Dale.
Listen, babe, there's nothing I can do to guarantee that you'll live past tonight, but I can guarantee
Yes, there is. Just don't kill me.
There's
please.
a good, very good chance I will
I'm
live.
sorry, my hands are tied. The plan's already in
No,
motion.
my hands are tied. You just tied them up.
Yeah, give me everything.
Dale.
I think that's just like a general rule
Tonight.
of 2010 pop songs, is that you have to say tonight as much as possible.
Right, because we don't know what you're talking about. It
Yeah.
could be tomorrow, it could be yesterday.
Yeah, if there was a song about like next Thursday, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
very exciting.
Let's do it next Wednesday.
I might drink a little more than I should next week. Think about it, because if you slip, I'm gonna fall on top of your girl.
So ominous, but also confusing. I
Yeah,
have no idea.
if you slip, I'm gonna fall.
Because I'm holding on to you.
Yeah,
What
we're in the
I'm
song.
involved with is deeper than the mazes. Baby, baby,
What
and it ain't
part
no
of the
secret.
song
My
is that?
granny's from Cuba, and I'm an American, and I don't got money like Seacrest.
What the fuck did you just say, Pitbull?
Okay.
Was that like Nia? Was that someone else's line?
No,
think
that's
that's-
him.
I don't get money like Seacrest. That is all over the place.
What's
what he's-
deeper than the mazes? What the fuck does that mean?
What mazes? What I'm involved with is way deeper than the mazes I have in my basement that you're gonna have to escape from tonight.
What is he involved with? Like a pyramid scheme or something? That sounds so dubious. What I'm involved with.
And I don't get money like Seacrest.
Usually rappers, they rap about how much money they have and
Yeah.
how much more money they have than one person.
Than
but then-
Ryan Seacrest.
But this person's like, I don't have as much money as
Yeah.
Ryan Seacrest.
Okay, so this is from his song with J-Lo. I think it's on the floor,
I think
or
so, yeah.
Tonight on the Floor, or something like that.
That badonkadonk is like a trunk full of bass on an old school Chevy. 7-tray donkey donk.
Yeah!
Yeah!
She's got a donkey donk. Her butt looks like a donkey's ass.
A 7-tray donkey's butt.
There's 7 trays on that donkey's ass.
It's furry and she's got a little tail. All I need is some vodka and some chonky coke.
What is
And-
chunky coke?
Chunky Coke.
Is
you
that
know.
slang? I've never heard that in
For
my life.
what? Does he mean chunky coke?
This Coke is chunky.
Ooh, lots of
yeah.
chunks in here.
Maybe he's talking about cocaine. In the lyrics, it's capitalized, like he's talking about the brand Coke. Maybe he means cherry Coke, and he doesn't know the word for cherry.
Chunky. Look at these little chunky.
Pretty please with a chunky on top.
And watch, shit gon' get Donkey Konged.
So what do you think he's talking about there? Shit gone get Donkey Kong.
Gonna throw barrels.
Because I
at
think he's
someone.
talking about her butt, right? Her butt is a 7-tray donkey donk. And watch, that shit gonna get Donkey Kong.
You know in
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros. When he like winds up to punch, that's what he's gonna do to her butt.
He's gonna wind
up, and then he's gonna stand there for a little while steaming.
Yeah.
And then when the moment's right,
and knock her off the map.
Yo, dude, last night that girl got fucking Donkey Kong last night, bro.
Oh, dude, no way.
Yeah, bro, I Donkey Konged her ass,
yeah.
dude. He's sick.
I Donkey Konged that 7-tray donkey donk. Say no more, get on the floor. Woo! I'm on the floor now!
Yeah, he is a robber. Say no more. Get on the floor.
Hotel room service?
Yeah. Meet me at the hotel room. 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 And then forget about your boyfriend and meet me at the hotel room. You can bring your girlfriends and meet me at the hotel room. So he just keeps saying that over and over. I think he just says it for as long as he thinks it'll take you to get to his hotel room. This just seems like a really creepy chant. Meet me at the hotel room. Meet me at the hotel room. Saying this to a girl at the club. Meet me at the hotel room. Meet me at the hotel room.
Oh no.
It's like a trance that she ends up in. Meet me at the hotel room.
Oh.
Meet me at the
Wait,
hotel
I don't know what hotel room it is.
She like that freaky stuff. 2 in the O and 1 in the I.
Where's the O, first
Two
of
in
all?
the O.
I think it's the.
Oh.
And one in the...
in her mouth. And you gouge her eye out with your other finger. That kinky stuff. You nasty. No, Pitbull, I think you're nasty.
I'm gonna put one in all the vowels, for God's sake. A, E, I, O, and U.
You nasty, but I like your type.
Yeah, you're so nasty. You want me to put 2 in your eye? She's like, I never said that.
Oh, that was your idea. You kinky.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, you're so weird.
Well, here goes some egg whites.
Yeah.
This is so gross. These are euphemisms, technically, but it's still so obvious. And the euphemisms he's using, the things he's describing with his euphemism, are so disgusting.
It's more gross than just saying the actual thing.
Yeah, you want some of my egg whites?
Here comes my stinky egg.
Don't worry, I'll hold the yolk.
I'm gonna yolk. Oh, God. Now give me that sweet. That nasty.
That sweet, sweet, nasty.
Yeah, that thing
gross.
that is oh so sweet. Oh, just so beautiful and
so
sweet.
sweet.
And so nasty.
And disgusting.
Fucking weird.
You
That
are
Gucci stuff, you
The
know?
most repulsive piece of delicious candy I've ever looked at.
Yeah, a lot of these are from this article I found that are like the top 10 worst Pitbull lyrics. Oh, you can take this one. It's about a donkey ass again.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's got another line about a
got a
donkey.
weird
Just loves
Fast and
donkeys. Yeah. Don't bring Pitbull to a petting zoo.
Yeah. You watch one of his music videos and all the girls just are donkeys.
He goes to a petting zoo with a bunch of hot girls, but it's only hanging out with the donkeys the whole time. The girls are just like in bikinis, like.
It's like,
What are you
I
doing?
like these girls. You know those are not girls, right? Those are donkeys.
Those aren't human
Yeah,
girls.
she got an ass like a donkey. That is a donkey.
Okay, mommy got an ass like a donkey with a monkey.
Like a donkey with a monkey. So 2 butts, one smaller than the other.
Mommy got a big butt and a little butt.
right on top.
She got one furry big butt and one red little butt.
Okay, the next line makes it make less sense somehow. Mommy got an ass like a donkey with a monkey. Look like King Kong. So does King Kong look like a donkey with a monkey?
Does he want a girl whose ass looks like King Kong? The ultimate woman to him looks like King Kong.
Give me a big fucking gorilla, dude. Just climbing on.
Just destroying a fucking city.
Yeah.
And he's also saying a donkey with a monkey looks like King Kong.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever seen King Kong.
Well, maybe he's saying because, like, King Kong, he grabs the girl and then climbs up the building, so maybe the donkey with a little monkey looks
Right,
like King
okay.
Kong with a
So
little girl.
Welcome to the crib, 305. That's what it is. With a woman down here, yeah. Shh. What?
The woman down here.
Yeah.
Shh. Hey, be quiet.
There's a woman down here.
and I'm not done with her yet.
She's tied up.
These lyrics just, I feel like they're written for people who just don't even listen to the lyrics of songs.
Right,
Like,
no,
if you
yeah.
found the most diehard Pitbull fan and read them this, they'd be like, That's what it.
He said that?
Oh.
No, I didn't hear that. I
Like
just
a donkey with a monkey? I don't think Gary said that.
no. I don't know what he says, but I know it sounds cool when he says it. And the mama is like, wow. And the booty's like, bang, bang, bang. Bullets coming out of that booty. Her booty shot me! No! No, Curtis!
Oh, he's not gonna make it.
Tell people I love him.
He comes up with the most creative ways to describe booties. Look
Yeah.
like King Kong, donkey with a monkey.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
Booty go bang,
He
bang,
comes
bang.
up with the most creative ways to say nothing.
Does he
to
know-
just say nonsense.
Does he know what an ass is?
I think if I asked my 4-year-old nephew to write a song about a butt, he would come up with a similar thing. Butthole like a donkey and a monkey. Bang, bang, bang. Butt go bang, bang, bang.
Can I play Fortnite now?
And then to make it more confusing, I don't bring sand to the beach. Bring the beach to the sand.
So I was confused, and then I realized beach is like bitch. Like I bring the girl to the sand.
Yeah.
But then I was like, wait, hold on. You don't bring sand to the beach? No one brings sand to the beach.
It's like a potluck. Everyone's got to bring a little bit of sand to make the beach.
BYOS.
Everyone's just showing up with like wheelbarrows full of sand.
Yeah,
to
you know how
add
you
to
see
the
like
sand.
people pulling up with coolers to the beach? They're all full of
full of
sand.
sand.
Yeah,
Cold,
it's important.
Cold sand.
I'm always worried when I go to the beach that there's not going to be enough sand because that's the best part of the beach. So I bring my own.
Okay, so beach is bitch, like girl.
Yeah, so then he's saying, so then it's like, I don't bring sand to the bitch? Is that what it's supposed to mean? But it's like, would he be walking around the club just throwing sand at girls?
Who wants sand? Mr. 305.
I have to throw it in your eyes so you can't see how creepy I look.
Go to the hotel room.
And then some in your ears so you can't hear how creepy I sound. Now let me look at your butt. Does it look like a donkey?
How about now that there's sand on it?
I don't play football, but I've touched down everywhere. 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 I don't play baseball, but I hit a home run everywhere. Everywhere. Dolly! I've been to countries and cities I can't pronounce, which is saying a lot for Pitbull, because he's very smart.
Yeah, he can say all the words.
He can pronounce a lot of things as far as I can tell.
Yeah, he said a lot of bullshit so far.
And in Lebanon, the women are bomb. And in Greece, you've guessed it, the women are sweet.
I
didn't guess that.
Yeah, well, hold on. First off, in Lebanon, the women are bomb. There's a little annotation here. I was like, is this supposed to be based on something? And so I clicked on it. Lebanese women are known to be very beautiful. Lebanon also has issues with bombings.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no!
Why would you say
Why
that?
would you put that in a song on purpose?
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. This biggity boy's a diggity dog. Bark, bark, bark. Yeah. I'm a diggity dog, and I'm looking for a diggity donkey.
She say she won't, but I bet she will.
She say she won't, but when push comes to shove and I start pushing and shoving her, I bet she will.
Yeah, Pitbull can be very persuasive when he needs to be.
Swing your partner round and round. End of the night, it's going down. One more shot, another round. End of the night, it's going down. And that's one of the creepiest things about his lyrics is he'll say one thing and then he'll like go and say a couple other things and then go back to the thing he said before. It makes it more creepy every time he says
Like
it.
he's really trying to emphasize the fact that it's going down.
It's like every lyric he has is a threat, basically, to an innocent woman.
Yeah, you better watch out. What does a Pitbull fan look like?
I picture my ex-girlfriend's mom like 20,000 times.
There's a stadium full of donkeys, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got an ass like a donkey, and all the donkeys are like, that's me. Ooh. Yeah, the more I think about it, I feel like Pitbull is Hard Rock Nick if Hard Rock Nick actually became famous and successful. I had a pretty good time analyzing these Pitbull lyrics. What did you guys think?
Well, I'm glad one of us had a good time.
That was awful.
Oh, you guys didn't have fun? Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Thank you to Curtis and Drew for being in this video. Check out their channels. And I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where all three of us go skydiving into a whale's mouth. Ooh. Bye.
Help, let me go, help, let me go, help, let me go tonight. You'll scream help, let me go, help, let me go, help, let me go. Stop kidnapping me, she was just a lady. Not a care in the world. Hey guys, real quick, I just came out with some holiday merch. It's up at dannygonzalez.store. It's really fun, great for spreading holiday cheer. Got a really nice design, and I also restocked a bunch of other merch. So if you want any of it, head on over to dannygonzalez.store. Alright, and here's the video. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Unlocking Your Mind's Full Potential. You might not have known this, but actually watching my videos is the only way to unlock your mind's true potential. You only use 10% of your brain unless you're watching my videos. Then you use 11% of it. Does anybody else remember, like, this was like 9 or 10 years ago. Every athlete, like professional and non-professional, wore these wristbands. I'm not talking about Livestrong wristbands, because everybody wore those. And I even wore those, and I didn't even play sports. I'm talking about power balance wristbands. Do you guys remember those? When I was in high school, every athlete wore one. And they were just like a total scam, a complete hoax. I don't know how no one has talked about this. I mean, I guess it was 10 years ago, so that makes sense why no one is talking about it right now. I'm a little late to the party, but these things are like the biggest scam of all time. And I don't know how they just kind of went under the radar. The reason I was reminded of them is because this commercial popped up in my YouTube recommended recently, and I watched it. It's for a slightly different product, but sort of the same premise. So if you never saw the Power Balance bracelets, this will clue you in as to exactly what they do. Precisely what they do.
That was crazy.
Iron is amazing and it's awesome.
I love my Iron.
Yeah, it worked for me.
It is amazing.
Hi, I'm Art Edmonds, and all of these people are excited about iRenew.
That is so cool.
That's crazy.
This is great. What is it?
This is great. What the fuck am I wearing? So right off the bat, this bracelet must be something special, right? There's something up with this bracelet. Like, look at how people are reacting to just wearing it. Just like having it on their wrist. They're like, oh my God, whoa, what? I think it goes all the way around my wrist? Dude. What is it?
Athletes wear it, celebrities wear it, and you've heard the buzz about it on Talk TV and the internet.
No, I haven't. Whoa, celebrities and athletes use it? Athletes, like unnamed number 23 baseball player and generic stock photo of celebrity. I've always just wanted to be like both of them. Give me the bracelet. I don't even know what the fuck it does, but I need that shit on my wrist now. Also, this commercial is so lazy. Like, first off, they couldn't even get real pictures of celebrities and athletes. But then the stock photos that they did use, they didn't even put the bracelet on his wrist. They could have photoshopped it on, but he's like not even wearing it in the picture. And celebrities like this guy use it. He's not using it right now. He's gonna use it later when he gets home. He likes to use it in private.
Now I feel great. I feel like I can hold my balance better.
I'm doing my job better.
Just gave me more strength, I think, all the way around.
I feel definitely more balanced. Feel stronger.
Okay, so we get some testimonials from some normal people, one of which is the world's most nervous waiter.
I definitely feel more balanced, stronger, less likely to commit acts of violence, more flexible. Can't forget about that. Hey, did you see any cops lurking around here when you came in?
What? No.
No? Okay, good. Huh? I was just wondering, that's all. I have to go. Don't eat the soup, there's blood in it.
And according to these people, these normal people who, I don't know about you, but I trust with my life, this bracelet helps you balance, improves your strength, and your endurance. One weird thing though that I'm noticing is that the actual spokesperson for the product isn't saying any of that. He so far has not said a single thing about the product, in fact. They're just letting the normal people make the claims, almost like the claims aren't true, and so the company knows that they can't be making the claims, but they can show other people making the claims. Other people can say whatever they want. Fuck. They could just put in clips of people being like, yeah, I think it brought my dad back from the dead. He's a corpse. He's a decaying body. He's a skeleton, and he's just going to work like normal now. I love it.
Real stories like these are what get me excited about introducing iRenew to the world. Just put it on, and you'll experience the difference.
Oh yeah, that guy's experiencing the difference, all right. This dude just hit a golf ball so far that he said, wow, as he watched it go. Gosh, I used to be terrible at golf. I was embarrassed. But then I put on the iRenew bracelet, and now I'm hitting 747s out of the sky with my swing because of a fucking bracelet. I've killed a lot of people.
Balance alone's amazing. Iron really has made a difference. I really like it.
Well, I need this when I walk my dog. She always takes me for a ride.
The spokesperson's like, yeah, dude, whatever. I mean, shit, whatever you say. I can't confirm or deny that it does those things. So I'm just going to kind of vaguely nod and be like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, wear it when you walk your dog. Maybe it'll help you talk to it. I don't know. This commercial is so vague. They still haven't said how it works, or like what is the bracelet? What is it made out of? How could a bracelet possibly make you stronger? Is it like an Iron Man type thing? It's like a bionic thing? Bionic thing? A science thing? Is that a science thing? I bet it is.
Athletes and celebrities have paid hundreds, even thousands of dollars to get their hands on this technology. But now you can get your iRenew for just $19.99.
What? Athletes and celebrities have paid hundreds and thousands of dollars for this technology? What technology? It just looks like a rubber bracelet with a piece of metal on it. What is it? What's in there?
I'm sold. iRenew is my next secret for sure.
Oh yeah, you can trust this guy. A guy like this, saying it's gonna be his next secret. I don't know what it is about this guy, but I can tell he's got a lot of secrets. So when he starts talking about his next secret, yeah, you can bet I'm gonna believe him.
As soon as you get it, put it on. If it doesn't work exactly like you've seen in this commercial, put it back in the box and send it back for a full refund of the purchase price.
But I didn't see it do anything in the commercial. So how could it work exactly like it did in the commercial? But I guess also, how could it not, you know? It goes onto the wrist and it stays there. It works just like it did in the commercial. When I saw this commercial a few days ago, the first thing that popped into my head was these power balance bracelets. Because I didn't remember anything about them, except for the fact that every athlete at my high school wore these. And whenever I would ask them what it does, they would just be like, it helps you balance. And I remember being like kind of skeptical at the time, but not really looking much into it. But you know what? I think I've lived in the dark long enough. I want to get to the bottom of it. I want to find out what these bracelets do. And I think there's no better time to do it than literally 10 years after they've stopped being popular.
What I have to demonstrate for you today is a revolutionary new product. What we've been able to do is harness naturally occurring frequencies and program them into a Mylar hologram to help improve your balance, your strength, and your flexibility.
Bro, what? What did this dude just say? Did he just say they programmed a hologram to make you stronger and more flexible? You put the bracelet on at a football game and like 5 holograms shoot out of you and just play for you. And they're all super strong. They're just like sending everybody else into orbit with their tackles, and they're really flexible. They're just doing the splits on the field, and they've got really good balance. That's another thing that the bracelet does. They're all playing on their tippy toes or hopping around on one foot just for the fun of it, because they can. It's just, he was using words that I don't even know there. He said they programmed a Mylar hologram.
What we've been able to do is harness naturally occurring frequencies and program them into a Mylar hologram.
What does that even mean? What is a Mylar hologram? Wait. Okay, this is just talking about like the shiny little sticker on these things? That's the hologram they're talking about? Damn, that's crazy. They finally figured out how to harness the power of my 6th grade crush's pencil case. You know, thinking back on it, she actually did have really good balance. I never once saw her just randomly topple over, so that makes sense. So this video is just him like demonstrating the power of this bracelet. He does a couple of balance tests where he'll like have him stand on one leg and then try to push him over, and at first it's really easy, but then he puts on the bracelet and he does it again, and all of a sudden he's got great balance now.
One of the great things about this product is that they don't actually need to be wearing it. They can either be holding it. I could set it on the top of his head. It wouldn't matter. All that matters is that the product is within 1 to 3 inches of your body's energy field.
And I watched a few YouTube videos about this debunking this, and apparently what they're doing is just like pushing at a slightly different angle at first that makes it really easy for them to knock them over. And then once they put the bracelet on, they're pushing at a different angle, which makes it a lot easier for the person standing to not fall over. So that's how it does that. The weirdest thing about this bracelet to me is that it's called like power balance, and they really focus on the balance aspect of it, as if like the strength part of it is not the most impressive thing. Like, you can put on a bracelet and all of a sudden have, like, be more strong. Like, the amount of strength you have just depends on how much muscle you have. How does a bracelet help with that? That's insane. But they named the whole company after the balance thing? How important is balance? Why do they focus on that so much? I mean, especially to, like, athletes. I mean, maybe I don't play enough sports, but, like, when's the last time you saw a basketball player just, like, dribbling a basketball and then just, like, falling over because they lost their balance? Really, when is the last time you saw that? I have no frame of reference. All right, I want to find out a little bit more about this power balance company. Let's look at they got a Wikipedia page. Okay, so they originally promoted at trade shows in 2006. By the end of 2011, the company was reported to be on the edge of going out of business. They filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy due to multiple lawsuits. Yeah, no shit. But the brand has since been transferred to a new company, Power Balance Technologies, and is still selling Power Balance brands and other items today. Wait, I can still get me one of these? Dude, okay, I gotta check this shit out. Powerbalance.com, baby. Dude, they still sell them. Well, I should get them and try them. Oh, their website has a technology section. Let's look at that, dude. I've been wondering about the technology in these things since they've been so vague about it. Okay, what does this wristband do? The Power Balance bracelet is a performance technology wristband with a distinctive hologram worn by millions of consumers and athletes worldwide. It is based on Eastern philosophies. What? It's based on Eastern philosophies. What does that mean? Yeah, it's based on Eastern philosophies, you know. like Asia, that continent of people with like a ton of different nations and cultures and philosophies and religions. Yeah, it's just based on all that, just all of that stuff. Oh, you don't believe the power balance bracelet works, huh? Well, guess what? It's based on Eastern philosophies. You can't deny an entire continent of people, or actually like an entire direction, just East. You can't deny East. You can say that we're wrong, but you cannot say that East is wrong. The hologram thing is so weird. So that's where it gets the power from. It's just like the technology of a holographic Pokemon card. Well, actually, when I was little, I used to put like Pokemon cards between the spokes of my bike to make it sound like a motorcycle, and low-key, I do kind of feel like that shit made me go faster. What does it do? Will the wristband work for everyone? Well, we have received testimonials and responses from around the world about how power balance has helped people. There is no assurance it can work for everyone. We make no claims and let the consumer decide based on their experience. That's smart. That's a crazy marketing strategy. We don't make any claims about what our product does. We let the consumer decide what the product does. I think that's the slogan of the new iPhone. iPhone 12, you decide what it does. I don't know. Does it have a processor? Does it have a screen? You decide. But honestly, guys, I think I will decide because I'm gonna get one of these things and I'm gonna try it out and see what it does. And by that I mean, I already did get one of these things. And so we're gonna see what it does. Okay guys, I got my power balance bracelet right here. Let's take it out of the bag and see how this shit works. Now, right off the bat, I should be feeling a difference, right? Because the dude in that one commercial said that you don't even have to be wearing it. It just has to be within like 3 inches of your energy field. And I don't know how wide my energy field is, but I've always kind of suspected that I've got like a pretty big one. So I feel like even right here, I feel like I might be already experiencing the benefits. Also, I want to note, I might have been a little bit quick to judge the technology in these things. I did make a joke earlier about how they make all these like miraculous claims about making you stronger and better balance, and the only technology they have in it is this tiny little shiny sticker. But I would like to point out right now that I was actually wrong about that, and there are 2 little shiny stickers. Honestly, that's twice as much technology as I thought I was getting, so I really can't complain. All right, let me give you guys a close-up of this Mylar hologram so you can get a taste of this. That shit is pretty shiny, I gotta be honest. All right, well, before I put this on, let's do a test of how well-balanced and flexible I am. I just have this round thing. I'm gonna step on it with 1 foot, and I'm gonna see how long I can balance on it. I will be measuring in Mississippi seconds. On my mark, get set, go. 1 Mississippi, okay, so not even a second. That's fine, that's fine. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought I was gonna last longer than that, but maybe I should have measured in Mississippi milliseconds. Dude, look at this. Look what I just found in here. Look at that. This thing has this shit has a Mylar hologram in it. Now I really feel like I should have balanced better. Next test, flexibility. So we'll just see if I can touch my toes, I guess. Okay, I can touch my toes, but it really hurt, and I'm also seeing stars right now in my vision. And now we put on the bracelet. This is what it's all been leading up to, fam. I'm gonna put this shit on, and if it doesn't make me the most flexible, balanced person in the world, I'm gonna murder somebody. Before, I was an unbalanced, unflexible klutz of a man. I honestly feel a little bit woozy just standing here. I might collapse at any minute because I lack balance. But with this bracelet, things just might change. Yeah, I don't feel anything. You know, maybe it's just the skeptic in me and I'm being overly pessimistic, but I don't feel a goddamn thing. I might even feel less than I did before. I just feel empty inside. This might actually be having a negative effect on my well-being, just having it on. Initial thoughts? It's kind of cold. I don't know if it comes in sizes, but I feel like it's a little bit big for my wrist also. I've got dainty little wrists and it's just kind of dangling. All right, let's do the balance test. So the score to beat is, what was it, 1 Mississippi? All right, let's do it. Honestly, I can't tell if I want this to work or not. I do kind of want it to work because I think that would be crazy if all of a sudden I'm like really good at balancing. But also, I just made a whole ass video about how there's no way these things work, so I'm gonna look pretty stupid if it does, right? But I'm also gonna look pretty fucking cool because I'm gonna have really good balance. I'm gonna be the dumbest looking balance prodigy in the world. All right, let's do this. Balance. 1 Mississippi. That's hard. It's hard to do. Why did I think this was gonna be easy? You know what, actually, maybe it's because I'm standing on it this way. Maybe I could balance longer on, Okay. Yeah, actually, I feel like I can balance on it better this way. I should have done that. Okay. Redo. We're taking it off. We're putting it away from my body's energy field. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi. 8 Mississippi. All right. Yeah, that was the issue. I was on it the wrong way. I was riding this baby all wrong. Balance mode activated. All right, what do we have? 8 Mississippi? Let's go for 9, baby. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi. 17 Mississippi, baby. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's pretty hard evidence. That's more than twice as many Mississippis. Good, let's see if I can touch my toes. No, that still hurts. That still hurts. Honestly, though, maybe there is something to it. I feel like if I could just somehow make the effects of this stronger, like if I could just amplify it, like if I just had a bunch of these or something, then I could really test the effects on it. Because like if one doubled my balance score, imagine how many Mississippis I could get if I had like 30 of these. Well, I do. I do have 30 of these. 30 power balance bracelets makes me a powerful balancing boy. Turns out they sell them on Amazon and you can just order like any quantity of them. Well, any quantity up to 30. So that's what I did. I just scrolled all the way down on the quantity thing until I got to 30 and I pressed buy. All right, well, I guess I gotta take all these out of the package now and put them on my body. You know, it could be kind of cute as if I turned 2 of these into little hoop earrings and just wore them on my ears, because he said they don't even have to be on your wrist. So I can just kind of accessorize them however I want, I guess. I can just put them on my ears, put them on my feet. I could wear this one as a ring, kind of wrap it around my finger. Look at that rock. And for the last one, you already know where this shit's gonna go, baby.
I could set it on the top of his head, it wouldn't matter.
Moment of truth. You're probably wondering how I'm feeling after putting all these on my body. I feel terrible. I feel like I'm wearing 30 wristbands. They're too tight on my ankles, and I sort of feel like I'm cutting off the circulation. My wrists kind of feel like raw from pulling all these onto them. However, in terms of balance and flexibility, I haven't noticed much. I do feel kind of icy though. Look at this drip. Here it goes. If I die, don't watch this. All right, well, here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 27 Mississippi, 28 Mississippi, 29 Mississippi. Man, what the fuck? I'm actually kind of confused. Did it work because I've just basically have been practicing balancing the past 3 times? My body has gotten used to balancing? Or am I really about to wear this shit every day from now on? Just like this. I think I'm never gonna fall over again in my whole life. I don't even think I could if I tried. Nope, can't. Can't do it. Falling over? Couldn't be me. Can't relate. Nope, can't. Can't do it. Shit. Okay, I think that actually got worse. It hurt. Anyway, in conclusion, I don't know. This video is sponsored by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Guys, if you're like me, then you eat food. Kind of a lot, which is why it's pretty important for you to have a plan for what you're gonna eat every week. And while you could like scour the web for new recipes every week and go to the grocery store and have to pick out a bunch of stuff, or you could just use HelloFresh. When you've got a HelloFresh plan, they have a ton of recipes that you can choose from every week, and they're pretty different every week, so you don't get stuck in the same rut of eating the same foods over and over every week, which is really nice. They've got low-calorie, vegetarian, kids recipes, so there's something for everybody. And like I said, it takes a lot of the stress out of prepping and planning your meals. They send you all the ingredients you need pre-packaged with the appropriate amount that you need. And the meals don't take too long to make. You can get dinner on the table in as little as 30 minutes, sometimes even 20 minutes with some of their quick and easy options. One of the reasons I really like HelloFresh is because of how sustainable it is. You get to cut down on food waste. The packaging that they send you your meals in is almost entirely recyclable, which all amounts to HelloFresh's meals having a 25% lower carbon footprint than grocery store bought meals. And if that's not enough reason to love them, last year they donated 2.5 million meals to charity. And this year they're stepping up their food donations amid the COVID crisis. We really like HelloFresh. I haven't been let down by their meals yet. They're delicious. They're pretty easy to make, and they make me feel like a professional chef, which is honestly pretty hard to do because I'm not too good at cooking. So if you want to
check it out, then go to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg90 to get $90 off, including free shipping on your first box. That's HelloFresh.com with the code TrulyGreg90. HelloFresh is a really great service, which is why I'm really excited that they're sponsoring my videos. So thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring, and thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh.
All right, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my subscribers. It's sort of a fan base, but also sort of a family. Sort of a family, but also sort of an army. Sort of an army, but also sort of an underground crime syndicate. So guys, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are actually the fastest growing army on all of YouTube, as long as you don't look it up. Anyways, bye.
This video is over now. You'll find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this?
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my second channel. This is my second channel. If you thought it was my main channel, it's actually not. It's my second channel. I saw a lot of comments on the last video I posted on this channel asking if it was my main channel. This is my second channel. So if you just stumbled upon this channel, go ahead and subscribe. This is the channel where I like to get a little bit goofier and a little bit crazier and wacky and fun. So I also like to drink LaCroix on this channel. So a couple weeks ago, I posted a video on this channel, my second channel, where I did a bunch of those like, which YouTuber are you quizzes. And I took those quizzes in hopes of getting some kind of validation and recognition that I'm a real YouTuber. But unfortunately, I seem to have picked only quizzes where I wasn't even an option. Like, it seems like most of them were made before I even like started to make YouTube videos, or at least before I had like any real following on YouTube. And a good number of people called me out on that and seemed to think that that was kind of silly of me. And it was. I was being pretty silly. But luckily, this person named CreativeStar98 made this quiz on BuzzFeed called "It's Time to Find Out Which Popular Commentary YouTuber You Are." And this quiz must have become pretty popular because the official BuzzFeed Twitter account actually tweeted this quiz. And if you look right there, I'm actually like part of the quiz. I'm right on the cover there. So I'm gonna take this quiz, and I don't really care if I'm a YouTuber anymore because this quiz pretty much confirms that I already know I'm an option. I wanna figure out now if I'm really me or if I'm maybe someone else. So I'm gonna answer the questions to this quiz as honestly as I can, as true to myself as I can possibly be, and we'll see how I do. I'm kind of excited. This quiz was made for me, baby. The little tagline under the title here does say "You are now entering Curtis Town," so I kind of feel like this person might be more of a Curtis fan than a me fan, but hopefully they still know enough about me to make this quiz correctly guess me. All right, first question. Your friend wears a whack pair of shoes. How do you respond? Is yelling "What are those" an option? What are those? No, it's not an option. Shit. Don't say anything, politely suggest that they change, roast the hell out of them, don't mention it, but spend the rest of the day thinking about it. If my friend was wearing a whack pair of shoes, I definitely don't think I would ask them to change. Like, how whack would they have to be? Unless they said something really offensive on them, or like, had swastikas on them. I don't know if I'd ask someone to change because I didn't like their shoes. Oh, that's what you're wearing? Oh. Can you change? You're making me uncomfortable. I don't think I've ever asked one of my friends to change what they're wearing because it makes me uncomfortable. Roast the hell out of them? Maybe. It depends on the shoes and it depends how close I am with the friend, but most likely I would probably not mention it and spend the rest of the day thinking about it. That sweet, sweet taste of LaCroix. It's just like soda, but without the flavor. I'm trying to stop drinking soda, so I've been drinking LaCroix. It's okay. It's okay. How often do you create art/content of some kind? Not too often. I like to put my all into my projects. Once in a blue moon. Pretty regularly. Sometimes I even make extra content on a very specific schedule every week, every day, etc. I would say pretty regularly. Sometimes I even make extra content. In fact, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm posting on my second channel. Guys, this is my second channel. This is where I like to get a little bit goofy. Just in case you were wondering, this isn't my main channel. So I'm gonna pick that one. Pick your least favorite internet trend. Country TikTok, YouTubers trying to become famous in Hollywood. That doesn't really bother me that much. That's fine. Weird children's content or FOMO posters? I wanna know what commentary YouTuber that is for? FOMO posters, like fear of missing out. I'm gonna say weird children's content, because I've made quite a few videos about weird children's videos, so I feel like that most closely applies to me. What's your guilty pleasure? Trashy reality TV, watching so bad they're good movies, unironically making TikToks, binging cringy YouTube videos. There's a couple on here that I like. I really do like trashy reality TV. I watched The Bachelor, Bachelorette, Bachelor in Paradise. I just watched Love is Blind. Been watching a lot of Married at First Sight as well. So trashy reality TV is really up there. Watching so bad they're good movies. I do like doing that, but that's usually only for like when I'm going to make a video about it. I don't really do that in my free time that much. Unironically making TikToks, I sort of do that, but not very often. Yeah, I would say the thing I do most often is watch trashy reality TV, so I'm gonna say that. What's your relationship with social media? I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I really only go online if I have a random funny post to make. I mostly post pictures of my significant other and my pet. I do a lot of stalking, but not a lot of posting. Out of these options, I would probably say I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I do tend to do that. If you have my notifications on Twitter on, then you know. Sometimes I like to post things just for people who have my notifications on, so I tweet them and delete them really quickly. A lot of people don't understand what I'm doing, so they just think I delete a lot of tweets, but sometimes I like to just talk to the people who have my notifications on, so I do that. So I could understand how that could be me. Okay, I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I'm gonna pick that. Of these places, which would you like to visit most? Okay, we got Canada, London, Greece, and Japan. Now, here's the thing. I can kind of tell who's who here. Japan is clearly me, because I just went to Japan last year. Canada, maybe Curtis, because he lives there. Greece, okay, I don't know who the other two are really, but I'm pretty sure Japan is supposed to be me, but here's the thing is I already went to Japan, and this question is asking which of these places I would like to visit most, and I've already been to Japan. In fact, I've been to Canada, London, and Japan. The only place on here I haven't been is Greece, so I'm gonna have to pick Greece. And I'm a little worried about what that's gonna do to the results of this quiz, but I'm not about to lie and say I wanna go to Japan again before I go to Greece for the first time. So I'm picking that. And then I gotta get another sip of this LaCroix. Your friend is having a rough day. How would you cheer them up? Okay, this is an interesting one. Have a sincere conversation about what's bugging them. Offer to take them out to do something fun. Invite them over to watch funny videos with me. Or make jokes and try to make them smile. Shit, man, I don't know. My friend is having a rough day. How would you cheer them up? I don't know whoever made this is gonna judge this, because like when have I ever like online shown that my friend is having a rough day and I cheered them up? When has that ever happened? I don't know. Like I've never made a video where like Curtis came over and he was all sad and I was like, hey buddy, I'm gonna make jokes to try to make you smile now. So I don't know how they're gonna judge this one, but I guess offer to take them out and do something fun. I think that would be nice to take their mind off of things. We could go play laser tag or something. What's something you like most about yourself? My ability to follow my dreams even if it's scary. My dreams are pretty scary. I only have nightmares. I don't have dreams that I work towards. I have nightmares that I work away from. My artistic skills, my ability to be a good friend, my deep thinking and introspectiveness. It sounds a little pretentious to say my artistic skills, but I do like feeling creative. Like when I do something and I'm like, damn, that was smart or that was creative or funny. I really like that. I feel like that's really fulfilling. So I'm gonna pick that, my artistic skills. What would you bring with you to a deserted island? A whole bunch of junk food? Who is that supposed to be? I feel like if that was me, I'd be like, what the fuck are you trying to say? An endless library of music, my laptop, or my pet? I definitely would not bring my pet to a deserted island. She would die. A bunch of junk food? No, probably not. I would probably bring my laptop, provided there's like a charger somewhere. I'm gonna go with my laptop. Okay, we might be getting close to the end here. I'm feeling pretty good about it so far. I've answered very truthfully. I have looked deep down into my soul for the first time in years to answer these questions. So if I don't get me, there's something wrong, either with the person who made this quiz or with the way I see myself. And actually, come to think of it, judging by all the responses to my doppelganger tier list, I'm gonna say there's definitely something wrong with the way I see myself. But shit, I might fuck around and blame somebody else. Pick your favorite quality in a significant other. Someone who is kind and understanding. Someone who doesn't mind keeping our love life private. Someone who can handle my dry jokes. And someone who supports all my strange endeavors. I don't know, I feel like all of these are kind of true to an extent. I think Laura's very supportive. I'm gonna pick someone who supports all my strange endeavors. She's willing to leave the room when I gotta film. She's willing to film my weird ass music videos. I think being supportive is very important. What's your opinion on marriage? It rules, dude. Marriage is sick. Oh shoot. Okay, this is the last question. I really gotta make this count. The last question is, what's the first thing people notice about you? My height, my flawless makeup, my eyes, or my hair? I'm trying to picture who these are each based off. My height, at first I thought that meant someone was like extremely tall, and I was trying to picture what commentary YouTuber like towers over everyone else, but I'm pretty sure this is referring to like either Cody or Noel because they have the whole short kings thing. My flawless makeup, probably not me per se, although the one time I did wear makeup for a video, it was pretty good. So we're left with my eyes and my hair. You know, these are all pretty superficial. What if people notice like my sense of humor first? But no, everyone's gotta be like, oh shit, he's short, or damn, his hair is weird. I'm gonna go with eyes. You know what they say, eyes are the gateway to the hair. Man, what the fuck? Curtis? What answer? Okay. Huh? I answered these questions as truthfully as I could, and I get Curtis? That dweeb? That absolute dweeb, Curtis? So the truth is out, huh? I'm really not me. I'm really Curtis. At the very least, I would expect to get Drew because there's all those jokes about how we're the same person, but no, I get Curtis, shirtless Curtis. This is not good news. Can I retake it? Okay, I'm gonna do the thing I did last time where I try to answer based off what I think the person thinks about me. I'm gonna do it really quick, lightning round. I'm gonna try to get me. Your friend does a whack pair of shoes, how do you respond? Politely suggest that they change. How often do you create art or content? I'm gonna say that pretty regularly. I still think that's true. What's your guilty pleasure? I guess watching So Bad They're Good movies, or maybe binging cringy YouTube videos. I'll say binging cringy YouTube videos, because I feel like maybe watching So Bad They're Good movies could also apply to Drew. I guess he watches cringy YouTube videos too though. Shit, man, I don't know. What's your relationship with social media? I post a lot of tweets that I delete later. I still think that's true. I'm not even changing many of these answers. Okay, if you could go to one place, where would you go? Japan. I guess I'm going to Japan again. If your friend is having a rough day, how would you cheer them up? Invite them over to watch funny videos with me. Maybe that's like, because, you know, I sometimes do collabs with people, so it's like I'm inviting people over to watch fun videos with me, but it's not because they're upset. Yeah, the only times I ever collab with Drew or Curtis or anyone is because they're upset and they're sad and I need to cheer them up. What would you bring to a deserted island? An endless library of music. Okay, because I make music. Maybe the music thing has something to do with me. What's your opinion on marriage? It rules. What's the first thing people notice about you? Okay, so maybe my eyes wasn't right. Maybe I'll pick my hair. Okay. So, I'm not me, we've already established that, but do I at least know me well enough to be able to guess me in the quiz? Let's find out. I'm picking my hair. I'm going for it. Nice. All right, I did it. All I had to do was pretend to not be me and answer as someone who thinks they know me. And then I did it. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is my second channel. This is where I like to get a little bit goofier and a little bit sillier, so make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna go finish my LaCroix.
Hey, wake up.
What?
I think I'm gonna hit 1 million subscribers today.
I must sleep. Let me sleep.
Oh, come on, you've been asleep for like a week and a half. Can't you wake up now? It's a really important day.
Let me sleep.
All right. You know, for someone whose only job is to stand in the background of my videos for 15 minutes at a time, you sure sleep a lot.
Go, 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 go.
Well, I'm almost there. I just want to thank you guys for being here. I really couldn't have done this without you guys. Oh, here it goes! Here it goes! Yes! Yes! I did it! I did it! Wow, 1 million subscribers. Thank you guys all so much. Especially my little... especially all of you guys. Hey, buddy! Whoa. Are you? Yep, I'm you. From Vine.
I just wanted to stop by to say congrats. Oh, well, thanks. You know, with Vine ending, I was really worried I was gonna have to give up on all the social media stuff, but you made it work. You and your Gregs. I couldn't have done it without my Gregs. I guess you could say I'm becoming a pretty big deal now. Yeah, well, I have almost 3 million followers on Vine, so, well, they're about to disappear, so. Greg is dumb. Fuck you. Frick you.
Wait.
1 million subscribers. You know, I never really thought I'd get here, but with this many Gregs, cringy Instagram comedy doesn't stand a chance.
Just kidding. There's still a lot of cringy content out there, which is good for me because that's what I make videos about. So if there wasn't cringy content out there, then that'd be bad, probably. It's kind of weird, actually. I started this channel with the intention of showing people how weird and in a lot of ways fucked up a lot of these accounts are, and now I kind of depend on them to make videos. So anyways, let's talk about Supreme Patty. We've covered a lot of cringy Instagram accounts on this channel, but Supreme Patty is different. His videos are like a different kind of cringe. I've never seen anything like it. For those of you who have never heard of Supreme Patty before, congratulations, your life is about to get a lot worse. Supreme Patty has 5.1 million followers on Instagram. He's the CEO of that. He basically makes like comedy skits and these sort of outlandish like jackass style videos. But there's something that separates him from a lot of people that I've seen. When I made a video about Brent Rivera, I called his style of comedy ab comedy because he's always showing off his abs in the videos. I would say that Supreme Patty's genre of comedy is confusing comedy because after watching almost all of his videos, I just want to know why. I don't understand the point or the joke or like the reason behind any of his videos. So here's an example of one of his videos, and as you can tell from the thumbnail, it's already not looking good.
A lemon and a lime? I like that. And I'm about to hit it from the half-court line. Big buckets.
So that's Supreme Patty. That's what he does. He squirts lemon juice in his eyes and then does shit. You know how in The Big Bang Theory Sheldon says bazinga after he says a joke? Well, Supreme Patty squirts lemon juice in his eyes when he's... Actually, just all the time. He does it all the time. You know what I'm worried about? How many times do you think he had to do this before he got that shot? Like, there's no way he made that on the first try after squirting lemon juice in his eyes? I wonder how many lemons this dude went through in this video. It does seem very impressive, but I feel like if it just panned over like 2 feet, you would see like a pile of squeezed lemons. But hey, I mean, there's nothing funnier than permanently damaging your eyes for clout on a daily basis. Okay, here's another one of his videos.
A lemon, a lime, and some Roners? Damn, I got me a big old boner.
Nice.
Oh, look at that juice.
Stop! Stop putting lemons in your eyes! Stop, I'm gonna cry from watching this. You know how when you think about like eating a lemon, your mouth gets watery? I'm watching him squirt lemon juice in his eyes and my eyes are starting to water. For good measure, he does pour some beer in his eyes too, so... Good. So this video is just them driving around town, like cracking open beers, handing people beers in their cars. I'm pretty sure all of this is illegal, right? You're not allowed to have open containers of alcohol in your car. I think people in the comments are starting to catch on because this dude commented, police, police, okay, police. And then a police emoji. So now I hope you're starting to get a better understanding of why I'm dubbing this confusing comedy. I just don't know why. He squirts lemon juice in his eyes in like 80% of his videos, I feel like. Do you think he's like addicted to doing this now? Like it kind of seems like he gets a kick out of it because he tries to fit it into almost every video. I wonder if he does this even when the cameras aren't on. Like if he's on a date with a girl and the waiter brings like a lemon water out for him, he's just sitting there like... babe, are you okay? What? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I just, What the fuck? Yes! Now, I know you think you've probably got the gist of Supreme Patty's shtick by now, but he's actually a very versatile comedian. He has a wide variety of bits that he uses in all of his videos. For example, oh, he's squirting lemon juice in his eyes again. This time with Lele Pons and Hannah Stocking. Great. Honestly, though, if this isn't the crossover of the century... I don't know what is.
Today's a great day to squeeze some acid in my eyes, isn't it?
Wow, what a creepy thing to say. What the fuck? That's something a sociopath would say. Excuse me, miss. It's a great day to squirt acid in my eyes, don't you think? And they're doing this at the grocery store? Like, how disrespectful is that? Imagine like a father rushing home from work, stopping at the grocery store to pick up some food for his wife and his newborn daughter. But he gets home late and the mom's all mad and the baby's asleep. And the mother's like, what took you so long? And the father's just like, there were these fucking kids squirting lemon juice in their eyes. They held up the whole store. And the thing about these videos is like, they're not even very funny. They're just like awkward. I just imagine everybody in the grocery store just standing around awkwardly, like looking at them being like, what the fuck is going on?
Hot sauce, baby powder, and some eggs? I'm about to break a leg.
I like how it gives you a little preview of what's about to happen before he does it. And it's a rhyme, which is really sweet. Hot sauce, baby powder, and some eggs? I'm about to break my legs. What great last words. Like if this goes wrong and he gets seriously injured, what a great way to plummet to your death by prefacing it with a little nursery rhyme. Now in this video, he doesn't do lemon juice actually, he does hot sauce. Guess he decided to spice things up.
That was really bad.
Oh, come on, what's wrong with you?
Crack the seal on the hot sauce, baby. Oh, yes!
I can barely even watch this. It's so hard to watch because my whole body like shrivels up. It's a very physical cringe. It's a full body cringe.
Oh!
Good, yep, slap him in the face for good measure. Throw some eggs at his head, hell yeah.
Oh, shit! Like, which one is it? I don't know. This left eye.
Wow, his eye hurts. What a surprise. What a twist ending to this one. He pours hot sauce in his eyes and his friend slaps him in the head, throws eggs at him, and he jumps off his house and his eye hurts. M. Night Shyamalan ending over here. Now you might be thinking, Danny, it's not that big of a deal. Maybe pouring hot sauce in your eyes doesn't even hurt, and he's just pretending it does. It's not like he's gonna cause permanent damage to his body doing this. In his next video, he's wearing an eye patch. In his next few videos, actually, because he messed up his eye so bad. I don't think I can think of a worse reason for having to wear an eye patch. Hey dude, what happened to your eye? Did you get in a fight? Nah. Oh, did you get surgery? No. What happened? I poured hot sauce in my eyes, alright? Nerd. There are some things I really like about his videos though. Like in some of his videos, he's doing things like shooting basketballs or playing soccer, and his friend behind the camera is just so encouraging.
Patty Ronaldo with the moves. Patty Buckets. Splash-o-rama. Buckets!
Buckets! What a nice friend. He's just like kindly encouraging his friend to like make baskets and pour Hennessy in his eyes and drive a motorcycle off the roof.
There she goes!
He's very supportive. It's kind of sweet to see such a wholesome friend. Okay, here's an absolute classic prank. Patty goes into a gas station convenience store with a giant gun and a mask on, but instead of stealing money, he puts money in the register. I don't know about you guys, but I was just thinking to myself, like, wow, now seems like a really great time for some armed gunman-based humor. And if anybody deserves to be pranked, I think we can all agree that it's a dude making minimum wage at a gas station. Come to think of it, you know who else deserves to be pranked? Librarians.
Could you get out, please?
Nerds. To be fair, he doesn't seem like the worst person in the world. He does have some videos where he's helping out homeless people. He like gives them food, cleans them up, gives them weed. I really like this video. He goes to Taco Bell and he offers to give the cashier $2,000 to quit his job right then and there.
Honestly, you should just quit. Yeah, you should just quit, bro, to be honest. Look, I got 2 bands, bro. I'll give you 2 bands right now.
2 rackaroos, bro.
I've never seen a video that was so charitable and yet flexed on me so hard. Supreme Petty's also got this really weird thing going on where he's constantly promoting these free chains on his website.
Yo, Patty, bro, where'd you get all this ice at, dog?
SupremePetty.com, brother. All you gotta do is swipe up to get iced up.
That's all you gotta do?
Watches, accessories are free. Just swipe up.
Shit.
Swipe up, they're free.
He's constantly posting on the story that all of the chains he wears are for free on his website, and all you gotta do is swipe up to get iced up. And if you go to his website, it does seem like he has a bunch of chains on there for free, and all you have to do is pay for shipping. But I looked into it a little bit more, and I watched a few videos that other people have made about this, and apparently it's just like a drop shipping scam where basically he's getting all these chains for like $6 a piece and saying he's selling them for free and all you have to do is pay for shipping, but the shipping is like $15 to $20. So he's really selling these cheap ass chains and making like $10 off of each one while still seeming like a really great guy for selling these chains for free. There's lots of videos of people getting these chains in the mail and they're all made out of like plastic or really bad quality metals.
It broke right away. It broke right out of the bag.
I don't know if it's legal to be advertising like this or if it's just a really scummy thing to do, but either way, I don't know. I'm so confused. And that is all I have to say about Supreme Patty. He has very confusing videos, and I just wanted to basically make this video to vent because I've been thinking about them for a long time, and I just don't know what to think about them. So please let me know. All right, now it's time to do my ad read for Honey. So without further ado, here is the ad that I made for Honey. Honey! Is that the whole thing? Honey, download it now, it's free! Okay, well, I'm not gonna use that, and instead, I'll just tell you all about Honey. Honey is actually really great. I've been hoping that they would sponsor me for a long time because I have actually been using it for months. It's a tool for shopping that you can basically install to your web browser that automatically searches for like promo codes and coupon codes and all that stuff when you're shopping online. It's personally saved me a lot of money. It works on like Walmart, it works on J.Crew, it works on over 30,000 stores. I personally use it most on Amazon. The best part about it is you don't really have to do anything after you've installed it. It automatically applies every coupon code that it finds to your purchases. Like, look at this. I put $220 worth of stuff in my Best Buy cart, and Honey searches for coupons and saves me $44 off my order. It only takes 2 clicks to install, so if you want to get it, just go to joinhoney.com/Greg. The link will be in my description. When you think about it, there's really no reason not to add it because it doesn't really do anything except save you money, and it's totally free, so why wouldn't you get it? So go ahead and download it for free. It helps me out, it helps Honey out, and it helps you out. So it benefits everybody involved. All right, much better. Well, guys, thank you again for 1 million subscribers. That's crazy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to Join Greg. We're the strongest army on the internet. All right, thank you, Ashley, with 2 E's for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time where I print Greg out on a big banner and I have a plane fly it over the whole city for everyone to see. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Everybody crack open a sparkling water. There's a lot to go over on the subreddit today, so I want to just get right into it. A lot's been happening, so everybody take a sip. And then let's do top, and it's been a couple weeks, so let's do month. Yes, indeed, we've got the biggest news of all right here on the top of the subreddit, guys. I am gonna be a dad, and Laura is gonna be a mom. Laura basically already is a mom. If you don't follow me on Instagram and you also missed it in the most recent main channel video, we're having a baby. It's due in October. We're very excited, as you can tell. The caption of this Reddit post is, so that's why he bought the tactical stroller. No, but seriously, I'm so happy for him and he's gonna be a great dad. First off, thank you. And thank you to everybody who's been wishing us well in the comments and everything. It's very sweet. I'm really excited. Just a heads up, I'm probably gonna be taking some time off once we have the baby. I'm not really sure how much yet, because I think I have a brand deal I have to do in December, so I'll probably post a video in December, but I don't know, I might take like, I don't know. I might be gone for a while, so yeah, just a heads up on that. Interesting you brought up the tactical stroller. I've seen a few people mention that, like, oh, he must have bought that because they knew they were having a baby, and he just wanted to make a video about it. It was actually kind of a crazy coincidence. The two were totally separate, and I started making the tactical stroller video first. Someone sent it to me, and I was like, oh, that's funny, I'll start making a video about it. And I bought it, I ordered it, I started the video, and then we found out that we were having a baby while I was making that video. It was actually kind of like a crazy coincidence. When I posted that video, I got a lot of comments being like, oh, I thought this was gonna be like a pregnancy announcement or something. Also, people being like, this probably came up on his For You page because he's expecting a baby, and so it got advertised to him. No, we didn't even know that we were having a baby yet like when I started making the video. Bro's gonna have the ultimate tactical baby. You know what? I still have the stroller. It's in my basement. It's covered in paintballs, but I'm probably gonna hose it off and actually use it. Or like we'll give it to Laura's parents or my parents so that like if they're ever staying with them, they have a stroller. It's a nice stroller. It was expensive. I'm not just gonna get rid of it. So I did have to make the conscious decision to keep it because we just moved. So I was like, we could get rid of it now or I can bring it. So we have it. It's in the basement. Oh my God, Danny has to buy the pony up daddy now. Oh no. No, it's not gonna be that kind of kid. It's not gonna be that kind of kid. They're not gonna like that sort of thing, so no. I like that was in response to a comment about the tactical stroller. That just made me think like, instead of the tactical stroller, he should buy the pony up dad to take the kid out for walks outside. I'm on all fours crawling around with a saddle on my back and the baby is riding me. That would be sick. It has got to be true. Why would he spend so much on a stroller? I'm so happy right now. It's unbelievable. I hate to break it to you, dude, but I just wanted to test the stroller. That was literally just for the video. He also like destroyed the stroller. Yeah, I was not intending to keep that thing. Okay. This is cursed. This is awful. Yeah, I'm just gonna downvote that real quick. I accidentally told my grandma Danny was pregnant, but she was really happy about it. Bro, Danny's having a baby. Oh, sorry, grandma, I didn't mean to text you. Tell him I said congratulations. Who is Danny? Dude, your grandma types crazy. How can your grandma find the emojis, but can't find the space bar? That's wild. But I like that she sent a link to my favorite website, who.is.danny. It's my favorite website. It's just a picture of me. It makes everything she says like seem way more dramatic too. Who is Danny? This.is.so.cute. Oh shoot, dude, my paparazzi videos are on the subreddit. Let's go. Okay, you know what was crazy? Seeing people's reactions to these in real time as I was posting them was insane, dude. I feel like I was driving people crazy. I felt so bad. I wasn't really trying to trick you guys. Like, this wasn't one of my like, I'm gonna trick my whole audience type of experiments. I was just kind of like trying to see how I could improve upon Ryan Hals's method. So that's why I was posting them. But people on TikTok were coming up with all sorts of crazy ass theories as to what I was doing. Like, oh, he's gonna post a video called like, I tricked all my fans into thinking I was getting followed by the paparazzi. Or like, guys, these are so obviously fake. He's probably faking something else, and this is just to distract us from that thing. I saw so many TikToks about it. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna try to pull them up. Okay, so this is one of the TikToks I saw. I saw so many trying to come up with theories. This one says, no, what if the real prank Danny's trying to pull is just driving his fan base to insanity? Because now every single newly created Danny Gonzalez fan account I see, I'm just like, wait, is this him? Now no one can trust anyone, and this was his plan all along. And the whole reason for putting out the paparazzi account is to show it's obviously him when he's really lurking somewhere else, and we'll never know for sure what other accounts are actually his. I felt so bad watching these all come out because I was like, oh my god, dude, it's not that deep. Are you on Greg Gonzalez / Viral Vision News TikTok? What do you guys think the video is gonna be called? Guys, what if this one is a red herring to distract us from his actual plan to disguise himself as someone else? The amount of like attributing motive that people did when I was posting these was insane. Because honestly, I was just fucking around. I was just like being silly. I was just kind of goofing around. At first, I wanted to just kind of end my video about the Halsey brothers with some TikToks that I made as kind of like parodies of their TikToks. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go make a bunch of these and I'll just end the video with these. But then as I got to planning and like making them, I was like, well, I don't really know if I want to just like end the video with a compilation of TikToks. That seems kind of lame. So how can I use these to like add another section onto the video? So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just like make another segment where I use these TikToks to give them suggestions for how they can improve their videos. So be like kind of parodying their videos while also like adding another funny element to the video. So that was my whole plan. So it was kind of just like a silly little extra bit to the video. But seeing everyone like theorize and come up with conspiracies of what I was doing made me feel like in ancient times when sometimes it would rain and sometimes it wouldn't, and people would think that like the rain god was mad at them and come up with all these reasons why the rain god's not making it rain. I felt like the rain god, dude. Actually, no, not the rain god. I felt like, I guess just like clouds. I felt like how clouds would feel if they could feel. Yeah, I just felt like clouds, man. Sometimes it rains and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I post a bunch of paparazzi videos of myself on TikTok and sometimes I don't, man. You're just gonna have to get used to it. Plan your crops accordingly. Oh, but the craziest thing that happened is, okay, so I made the TikTok account Viral Vision News. I uploaded all of the TikToks to that, then re-downloaded them, and then deleted that account. Really, I privated it at first, and then after a while, I was like, I should just delete it because people were finding it. Some kid made a TikTok account called Viral Vision News, but he replaced the L with an I because he obviously couldn't get my account name. So he just tried to make it look as much like Viral Vision News as possible. And like nobody noticed that it wasn't this like the same account name. So people thought that this was the account that I made. And he gained like 13,000 followers by like kind of pretending to be me. He made his bio Definitely Day, Otne, Annie Day, Gonzalez Gay, and then just started posting the most unhinged edits of me. It's crazy because like this really had nothing to do with my video. It was just some kid that like took an opportunity and seized it. But it's so funny because like all of the comments on this dude's videos were like genuinely chomping at the bit trying to figure out how all of this is connected. I'm so excited for whatever video this is gonna be for.
For some reason you guys seem to not believe me when I say that I'm not Danny Gonzalez. You can see here that I am not him. I am a child.
This is literally Danny Gonzalez, can't you tell by his voice and house style? Oh, Danny probably paid him off to make this video. Guys, when I tell you to use your critical thinking skills, I mean it so hard, dude. It's not even the same account name. There's an I in there. And people were like including this account in their conspiracies of like, okay, so he's got these fake paparazzi videos and then he's paying some 15-year-old kid to post these weird ambiguous TikToks where he keeps saying he's not Danny Gonzalez. What the fuck is going on, dude? So yeah, anyway, I thought that was funny. If I do another video like this, I should probably plan a little bit better so that the account can't be so easily spoofed, maybe. But I think that the video did better because I posted all these TikToks beforehand. It was, in a way, it was kind of like a trailer for the video. Like, it was like, it got people interested in what the idea of the video was before I even posted it. So I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, I saw some people saying this. I tricked everyone into thinking my wife was pregnant. Do you guys think I'm a sociopath, man? There were genuinely people that believed that. I was pretty surprised by that. My little sister watching a Danny video on her flip phone. Dude, that is dedication, man. It's like the tiniest screen you could possibly watch a video on. I can't even think of a smaller screen you could do that on. An Apple Watch, maybe? The speakers on that thing are probably crazy, too. Like, my voice probably sounds like a little... like it's coming out of a tiny little can. Well, I appreciate the dedication. Behold, the commentary collab web. Okay, let's check it out. Who do we got? We got Chad, Jarvis, Jordan, Danny, Nick, D'Angelo, Drew, Curtis, Eddie, Cody, Jacob. And I have collabed with Chad, Jarvis. Okay, actually I have collabed with Jordan too because I was on Jarvis and Jordan's Did I say Jarvis and Jordan? Jarvis and Jordan. I was on their podcast. Collabed with Nick. I've collabed with Curtis. Oh, I've collabed with Cody also. Dude, this web needs some work, man. I've collabed with Eddie too. Yeah, I think this needs to be taken back to the shop and looked at a little bit. Back to the drawing board, please. We need like a heat map kind of web or something where you can tell like by the thickness of the line how many times each person has collaborated with the other or something like that. This could be better. I like the format and it's kind of interesting to look at. But yeah, because like my lines with like Drew and probably Curtis would be pretty thick. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to see. So I'm looking forward to a V2 if possible. Eventually, you could connect it to other genres of YouTube and you could like kind of make a whole YouTube ecosystem collab web, but have like clusters for different like genres. That'd be kind of cool. I'm putting this all on you, whoever made this. If you ain't got elegance. Is that a Hello Dolly reference? If you ain't got elegance, go ahead and make that whole thing with every YouTuber in every genre. That would be really cool to see. Congrats to Danny on the baby. He's gonna be a great dad.
She's on X Games mode.
Hey, I gotta keep my baby tactical, man. No, don't worry. I'm not gonna do that with my baby. I got it all out of my system with this one. Danny said we need more high quality memes, so I present this subreddit lore. Okay. See, this is what I want to see. Some lore to the subreddit. We need collective community lore. Let's see what they've got. Okay, user, best penalty, 34.75, calculating what facial feature to remove from Danny. We got Greg's arguing over the secret to Danny's eternal youth. How Danny feels after using the tack light. That's so true, dude. And the stroller, honestly. The sub finding anything that has more than a 1% resemblance to Danny. Greg's after finally searching up if Greg is the fastest growing army on the internet. The sub after realizing only Ghostly Orchid is allowed to use their telekinetic powers. True Greg's explaining the in-depth lore of the My Bones Are Getting Squishy joke. And the sub's content exploding after Danny posts a new video. Thank you for the lore. I appreciate the new sparkly, shiny meme. It's beautiful. Oh, dude, I've been wanting to talk about these videos too. I saw Eddie did a TikTok about these, but I've seen people tweeting them at me too. This account posts so many videos. They've posted like dozens and dozens of videos like this. Khloe Kardashian versus Danny Gonzalez, where like every video they're comparing me to a different celebrity, also making it kind of sound like we have some kind of beef or something. Khloe Kardashian versus Danny Gonzalez. Who would win in a fight? But yeah, look it. They've posted so many videos and like they're like not even comparing me to other YouTubers, which is the crazy part. They're comparing me to like A-list celebrities. But it seems like they'll like go through one person, like they did me and compared me to like every person possible, and then they move on to someone else. So then they started doing Eddie, and then if you scroll a little farther after Eddie, they started doing Sophia Nygaard. I'll click on one of the videos so you can see kind of what they look like.
He was born on 27 June 1984. Currently in 2023, her age is 38.
Okay, so that's Khloe. There's a lot of facts about Khloe. He goes through a bunch. The verses just makes it seem like he's comparing like how tall Khloe is to how tall I am, and like the audience is left to decide like who won. This is like epic rap battles of history in a way.
Number 2, his name is Danny Gonzalez. He was born on June 12, 1994.
So true.
Currently in 2023, he is 28 years old.
Yes, dude, he is spitting.
He is 5 feet 11 inch tall. His weight is 70 kilograms.
I don't know kilograms, but maybe.
He is YouTuber by profession.
Yep.
He is very famous on YouTube with 6.09 million subscribers.
How does Chloe compare on YouTube, by the way? Does he bring up her YouTube account at all? No, it doesn't look like he does. So he's not even comparing the same thing.
His wife's name is Laura. His nationality is American.
Yes.
And his net worth is approximately $5.09 million.
Shit. Dude, okay, how does that compare to Chloe? Probably richer than her, right? No, okay. No, she's worth $60 million. So anyway, yeah, this account is awesome. I was honestly so curious how I compared to Olivia Rodrigo. So this is great. I can just click on this video and like check it out anytime.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes.
She was born on February 20, 2003. Number 2, his name is Danny Gonzalez. He was born on June 12, 1994. And currently in 2023, he is 28 years old.
I don't like that the music stops when he gets to me. The music was playing through the whole Olivia Rodrigo part.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Just makes it seem so ominous that you stop the music when you start talking about me. Why don't I get the music? Horror music starts playing.
He was born on June 12, 1994. And currently in 2023, he is 28 years old.
This makes it seem like I went missing or something. All right, well, anyway, thank you to Reality in Fact for the post. Okay, well, yeah, we got another Pride Month shout out. What's up, Pride Month? Hello, gays. How we doing? This is from my stream that I did last night. So if you don't know, I've been streaming every once in a while on YouTube on the Danny Gonzalez channel because I'm trying to speedrun Minecraft. I'm doing a video where I'm working on seeing if I can speedrun Minecraft. So if you want to come and watch me, go and subscribe to that channel. Sometimes I live stream on there, but also all of like the past 3 live streams that I've done are still up on there. So you can go check those out. But yeah, that's been pretty fun. And I think I'm gonna do it. I'm getting better. I'm a lot better than I was when I started. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers. Bye. Hey Greg, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. This, of course, is another episode of weird shit that I found on Instagram. Every time I make a video about Instagram ads or Instagram memes or Instagram comedians, my Instagram DMs are immediately flooded with people who find similar things and they send them to me, hoping that I will make a video about those things also. It's kind of helpful, actually. As someone who, you know, makes a lot of videos about these things, it's kind of nice to just have people send them to me. So if you find weird shit on Instagram, feel free to send it to me. My Instagram is Danny Gonzalez. But especially after the video that I made about Instagram ads, I got so many people sending me all of the weirdest Instagram ads that I couldn't not make another video about them. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot of fun, and it does, and it will be. But before we have too much fun, I think it's important to remember that this chair sucks. I've been using this chair for a long time. It's a fine chair, it's sturdy enough. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's nothing fun or cool about this seat. It's a pretty plain seat. It just doesn't really do much for my butt, or the rest of my body, come to think of it. But luckily, today's sponsor is SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an app that makes getting tickets to cooler, more fun seats way easier. You can get seats to football games, basketball games, Taylor Swift games, Kanye West games, whatever kind of games you're into. With SeatGeek, you can do everything on your phone within the app, including actually scanning to get into the event. They've got the best deals, and they have a scoring system that lets you know when you're getting a good deal and when you're not. And if you use my promo code GREG, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. So head on over to SeatGeek. You can use the link in my description. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this show. Guys, get your butt in a better seat. I'm sure a lot of you remember the last time I reviewed ads for mobile games on Instagram. They all seem to have this really weird strategy where they show a clip from the game and then the caption above it just makes no sense. It's almost confusing to the point where you have to download the game because you're just so confused. Here's an example of this strategy. It's a game where you're this little blob and it looks like you go around trying to knock people off of this platform. And the caption is, I never knew anxiety until I played this game. I've never felt anxious in my whole entire goddamn life until I downloaded this game, which is totally inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Whether I win or lose in this game has no bearing on my well-being, but it was so stressful that for the first time in my entire life, I felt anxiety. And I know what you're thinking, yes, I do live a very privileged life. There's this game, it looks like all you really do is just zigzag back and forth. but it is the most relaxed game ever. This one's pretty interesting. It looks like you're just a little ball and you bounce from platform to platform and you try not to fall. And it's got Disney's Magic Cinderella's Castle or whatever it is in the background. And the caption for this one is, if you score 400, you can go to Disneyland. So this is interesting because, like, for the first time, it feels like an ad has a coherent phrase at the top. Like, I understand what it means. If you score 400, they're gonna give you a ticket to Disneyland, I guess, which is great. Tickets to Disneyland cost like $100 each. It's pretty impressive that an app would just pay for you to go just for getting like a seemingly pretty attainable score in this game. I think the problem that I have with this is I just kind of doubt it. I really doubt that if I download this game and get a score of 400, that they're gonna like mail me a ticket to Disneyland. So I decided I would put this to the test, download this game, and get to 400 myself, and see what happens. Fuck! No! Okay, the best I can get to is like 100, so I guess I'm not going to Disneyland. This very specific format seems to be actually pretty common with games. Here's another game where you like hit a ball and see how far it goes. And it says if you bounce 10 times, you can legally reach Pink Castle, which is just the Disneyland castle tinted pink. I can legally reach the Pink Castle. Was I not allowed to before? Why wasn't I legally allowed to reach Pink Castle? Why are they trying to keep me out? Come on, I'm a nice guy. Let me into Pink Castle. Legally this time. And then there's this one which says if you swallow Big Ben, you can go to Disneyland. If you swallow Big Ben? What the fuck does that even mean? Big Ben's like the giant clock tower in London. So if you swallow that, you might find yourself at Disneyland. And to prove it, right next to the picture of the game, there's a picture of this like skinned and gutted Donald Duck screaming in agony or maybe anger. You know, like you see at Disneyland. Man, I can't wait until I swallow Big Ben. I can go to Disneyland and see all my favorite characters, like Mickey Mouse with his arms torn off, decapitated Goofy, and skinned and gutted Donald Duck, who's very angry about something. Probably the fact that his stomach is gone. Here's another fun phrase. It's a little game where it looks like you flip, and then there's a picture next to it, which is a girl playing in bed, and a guy looking over her shoulder like, what the fuck are you doing? And the caption is, when she's tapping the game more than you. I don't understand that progression of emotions, because I think the fire is supposed to be like, sexy, like kind of hot. So it's like, she's tapping the game more than me? Oh, ah ha ha ha. Oh shit, she's tapping the game more than me? Hell yeah, girl, you tap that game. You don't gotta tap me, as long as I can creepily look over your shoulder in bed while you tap that game, baby girl. There was one ad I saw on Instagram that it seemed literally everybody wanted to send me, and rightfully so, I think. It was very festive and applied to my life personally a lot. It looks like this game where you're a little pumpkin and you spin this sort of cylinder to try to fall all the way down. It looks like a pretty interesting game, but the caption and the picture next to it are even better. If you reach level 2, you're legally a pumpkin. Legally a pumpkin. I've never heard anything better in my fucking life. And all you have to do is reach level 2? Granted, I don't really know what kind of perks or responsibilities come with being a legal pumpkin, but I mean, it sounds great to me. So your bitch ass better believe that I downloaded this game and I got to level 2. That's right, and it took me about 15 seconds. All I had to do was spin this little cylinder while the ball fell, and then I got there. It was kind of weird because when I got to level 2, the game barely even acknowledged that I reached such a momentous achievement. It also didn't say anything about pumpkins. It said nothing. It just said like, okay, level 2. Do that now. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm guessing that my new ID will show up in the mail pretty soon, confirming my identity as a legal pumpkin. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to say to my haters, I told you so. You said I'd never amount to anything, but now I'm a pumpkin. But guys, the Instagram ads that I really want to talk about today are quite a bit different than any of the ones I've talked about before. This will be a series of ads from probably the most fucked up looking game I've ever seen. It's a game called Game of Sultans. I don't really know if it's a popular game or if any of you have maybe even played this. Maybe you could tell me if the game is as fucked up as the ads are, but it seems to be advertising all over Instagram. The thing about these ads is it makes the game look like this really gross, like sexist and all around just like awful game. And I don't understand really how it's supposed to make me want to play the game. Each ad that I've seen and that I've saved is like a series of pictures, like one of those little albums that you can go through on Instagram. So the first picture is 3 women, and it looks like you're given a choice. It says, "Your Majesty, please choose a maid to serve you." So it looks like you're playing as like the king or the sultan of this palace, and you have to choose a maid. And it looks like you're basing this decision purely based off looks, as there's not any sort of resume that I can see. You're basically just trying to decide who's gonna clean your house best based on who is hottest. I've never known those 2 attributes to be a correlation, but I don't know, maybe the Sultan knows something that I don't. Ooh, the game's heating up a little bit. Now you get to decide, who would you choose as Empress? As Sultan, graceful and elegant as you are, you get to have your pick of any lady in the land. You can choose this woman, who you've got your arm around. She seems like quite a catch. She's sort of tickling the little hairs on your chinny chin chin. Or you can pick this crying woman who is pregnant with your child. And I think the body language is pretty clear in this picture who he's thinking about choosing. So it looks like you've gone from choosing a maid to getting someone pregnant, picking an empress. So what's next in the life of a sultan, you may be wondering? Well, it looks like the next thing for you is to pass on the crown. The kingdom has to live on after you go, so it's time to start having babies. So as sultan, you decide to have a child, and the newborn son is too ugly. What should I do? Oh no. Okay, so this is an interesting predicament. The Sultan has had a child, and it's too ugly. The newborn son is too ugly. Like, there's a certain amount of ugliness that the Sultan would accept, but this son, with his unibrow and his freckles, I don't know, he looks pretty much like a normal baby except for the unibrow. This son is too ugly. What should I do? What do you mean, what should I do? Like, there's nothing you can really do now about the baby's looks. Like, he's here. The baby is here. But let's see what the options here are. I'm guessing it's going to be something like you can choose to either, you know, give the son up for adoption because he's too ugly, or you can love him just the same because no matter what he looks like, he's still your son. It looks like there's one button and it says dislike. So I guess that's your only option, is to just dislike your son forever. Ooh! Oh, the newborn son is too ugly. Dislike. I don't like you. I'm sorry, you're too ugly. And that is the only thing I will be doing, is not liking you. This game doesn't seem very fun. There's not many options. So you might think this ad is a little bit too far already, but things are really about to go off the deep end in this next picture. So there's this picture of this girl, and she appears to be crying. It looks like she's got something going on with her face, and she says, "My queen, please forgive me." So I guess we're the queen now. I don't know what happened to the king or the sultan, wherever he is. He's probably off disliking his son somewhere. And the 2 options here are forgive her or slap again. I've already slapped her once? I feel like a monster, and I'm not even playing the game. It just put me into this situation where I've already slapped this girl once. I don't even know what she did. The game just assumes, like, yeah, well, obviously you're gonna slap her once, but what do you want to do after that? Like, are you gonna forgive her, or do you want to slap her again? If this is really in the game, I don't really think this game should be in the App Store. I mean, it's just a confusing premise for a game, first of all. Like, what even is this game about? Is it about even being a sultan? Because it kind of just sounds like being an asshole. Like, you're picking a maid based on looks, you're abandoning this woman you got pregnant, you're calling your son ugly, and then you're slapping this woman. The caption for this ad doesn't really help either. The maid conceived your child accidentally. That's a weird phrase. She conceived your child accidentally. It's sort of taking a lot of the blame off the dude, right? Like the sultan's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I might have had sex with you, but you're the one who accidentally conceived a child. Saying accidentally makes it sound like it was like a clumsy thing, like, whoops, oh, I slipped and now I'm pregnant. Would you ask her to give birth and promote her as a concubine? What's a concubine? Is that like a mix between a cucumber and a porcupine? A concubine is a woman who lives with a man but has a lower status than his wife or wives. The next ad for this game has some pretty good social commentary. Let's check it out. The first image shows 3 women again, but this time we see young girls. One is poor, one is noble, and one is rich. I think that this image is trying to make some sort of like social commentary about rich people, because the rich girl looks a little bit heavier. The caption says, Ottoman palace life. I was born 20 times before I gave birth to a cute princess. What does that mean? I feel like that's a mistranslation or something. But the result was accidentally fat. No one wants to marry her. Ugh. No one wants to marry my fat daughter. Do you know how many times I had to be born to have that daughter? So I don't really get what the picture's supposed to represent. Like, was I supposed to have a poor daughter so that way she'd be skinny? But don't worry, the next picture is worse. Jesus. Okay. The next picture is the rich girl from the previous picture saying, "Father, I need a hug." And the father saying, "You must lose weight." What? Okay, forget how fucked up this is for a second. Forget how fucked up it is that this dude won't give his daughter a hug because she's overweight. How is this game fun? Like, it just seems stressful to have to be this little guy who is getting stressed out about his daughter's weight. He's all worried about his ugly son. I mean, look at him. He's so stressed out about his daughter's weight. His face is all warped. He's got like shade coming over his forehead. It looks like he's in physical pain because his daughter is heavier than he wants her to be. But don't worry, because part of this game is putting your daughter on a diet so that she can become the ideal looking 18-year-old in your eyes. Wow. I thought this game was gonna be fun when you could have ugly sons, but now that I know you can put your daughter on a diet, where can I download this game? What an awful sounding game. Why is it an appealing idea for a game to even be this sultan who's just this like womanizing douche? I don't know, but now I'm kind of tempted to download it and see what it's actually like, if it's actually like that at all, or if that's just a bunch of like weird clickbaity stuff to try to get you to download the game. So I don't know, let me know if you want me to make a video about me playing that game, or at least seeing what it's like. Maybe I'll try it. Guys, holy shit, the response to my last video has been crazy. So for those of you who didn't see my last video, I basically recapped this entire story where Brilliant Surprise Toys took down one of my videos, but after a long effort and a little bit of reviewing my legal options, we got it back up. That was the video about Papa being replaced. There was the song at the end of it. I turned the song into a full version of the song to sort of stick it to Chad. That went up on iTunes and Spotify. It got on the top of the iTunes comedy charts for like 3 days. After I posted that video, it got back up onto the top of iTunes comedy charts and stayed there for like a week. It's also now my second most streamed song on Spotify, and it's probably gonna become my most streamed song on Spotify in a couple days. It's just crazy all the good feedback I've been getting on that video. I really appreciate it. And I think it just really goes to show how strong Greg truly is. If you don't know what Greg is, it's the name that I call my fans. It's my fan base, but it's more than just a fan base, it's a family. We're a family and we're an army. The strongest army on YouTube, in fact, and the fastest growing at that. So thank you guys for being so supportive. I'm really glad that you guys have enjoyed the song as much as you do. I've loved seeing your tweets and like Instagram videos of like you listening to the song with friends and stuff like that. That's awesome. As always, if you want to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications. Thank you, My Sister Wants a Corgi, for turning on notifications. You are truly Greg. I hope that your sister gets the corgi that she wants. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I am overcome with stage fright and I can't say a word the entire video. Bye. Hello everybody and welcome back. We are doing another subreddit video today. I'm very excited to check out the subreddit and see what the community's been up to. See what this beautiful community that I fostered has been conjuring up the past couple weeks. So let's hop into it. Let's go top of the month. Alpha male YouTube hates Danny. So this is a picture of a video from 5 years ago when Laura did my makeup, and that's a clown. And then here's a man who has also a design on his face, but his is tattooed on. They could have picked so many manly men that didn't also have paint on their face. So I'm a clown and he's a man because I'm wearing makeup and he is not. I assume that's what it means. It's only 30 seconds long, it looks like. What are they gonna say about me? Are they gonna make me sad? We'll go search it up. All right, let's check it out, man. Whoa! Holy shit. Wait, am I even in this video? This video has nothing to do with me. Stop being weak. Take responsibility for your life. You are not a baby, you are a man. Fight for your goals. Nothing worthy is given free. I'm sorry, what the fuck did that video have to do with me? That video was not about me at all. The thing is, on rare occasion, videos like this do like make a point. Like, hey, take some responsibility in your life. Obviously, there's forces outside everybody's control that you can't, but you know, it is your life. Don't let others control it. Like, sure, yeah, be your own person. Think for yourself. That's great. But just, it's not really about what you say sometimes. It's about how you say it. Granted, a lot of these channels are super toxic. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to say like I agree with all these channels, but like, you know, if being masculine is important to you, do that. Just don't be an asshole. You can be masculine without being a dick. I do think it's kind of funny that they say it is your life, don't let others control it, right after it showed someone who's clearly in the military. Y'all know what being in the military is, right? You don't just get to like do whatever you want. That's not, they don't just like send you off and are like, we trust you. Go ahead, you get the job done. Whatever job you want, get it done. Be a man, don't let others control you. Join the Navy. This clip for one of the beta males they use is like a guy getting emotional over a trailer for Star Wars. I've always thought that was so fucked up to make fun of people for getting like emotional over a franchise that's really important to them. This video is just as corny as crying about Star Wars. How could someone possibly call Danny soy when he literally has the endorsement of the Liver King? That's a good point, dude. Are you a primal? I didn't think so. They should have man here and then king here. This should say liver prince. These AI boyfriends are getting out of control. What are your thoughts on Danny Gonzalez? I think Danny Gonzalez is a great singer and songwriter. Wow, how kind of him to say. Yes, that is his name. He was born in New York City, but moved to Los Angeles when he was very young. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Wow, doubling down. His real name is Peter Gene Hernandez, but he goes by Danny. OMG, I never knew that. I slowly thrust? It's okay, I didn't know that until a few years ago when I started listening to his music. Wait, what the fuck is going on here? You know what, I'll agree with the original statement of this post. These AI bots are getting out of control. Yeah, let me just tell you like an incorrect fact, and then slowly thrust, and then like gaslight you about the thing I just told you. Does the AI bot just like make this shit up, or are they getting this information from somewhere? Like, is he confused, or is he just lying? I should do a video where I talk to more AI bots. I slowly thrust. Oh, they were getting their point across. Yeah, his name's actually Peter Gene Hernandez. That actually is his name. Don't believe me? Yeah, it's all right you didn't know that. I didn't know either until I started listening to his music, so. Okay, we got me having a lot of fun with my main and second channel videos. Meanwhile, my subreddit videos are drowning, and then Underwater Dead is my gaming channel. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really post there anymore. I mean, it was fun to do for a while, but I'm just like not really a gamer. And that was also like super time consuming. It was just like a ton of time to devote to something I wasn't like super into. It was fun. Like I liked live streaming. Maybe someday I'll live stream and not game. Like, you know, I could do videos like this, like reaction stuff on live and then cut it down for second channel videos. That could be kind of cool. I miss his GTA series. I'm so sad he didn't keep up with that. It was thoroughly enjoyable. I guess it's nice that people liked watching those, but I'm like really bad at every video game. Oh, we got an ad in here. Let's see. What kind of bad mobile ad do we have today? So she killed the baby. She had a baby, she loads the washer. Oh, she still has the pile of clothes in her hands and not the baby. The baby's binky's on the ground. So you can decide whether to throw everything in the trash or destroy everything with a hammer. Oh, and then you kind of just turn it into a second living room. That's tight. It's so interesting with these ads because there's no way this actually happens in the game. She got over murdering her baby real fast. Hey, we don't know how much time was in between there. This could have been months. Could have been years. We don't know how much time passed in between her finding the binky and destroying her infant son's room. Why are you guys still supporting Danny Gonzalez like the police didn't find human remains as evidence of cannibalism in his LA home that he sold in 2013? Okay, people change, all right? People grow. That was like 8 years ago. What do you want me to do? I could go back to eating people. Would that make you happy? You want me to do that shit again? I don't think so. So how about just forgive me? I merged Danny with Danny. I guess you could say this is literally Too Danny, Too Furious. Ooh, this is weird. It's double Danny. This looks more like me than I did. That's awful. It's like every feature of my face is like double. Actually, it's kind of not. It actually doesn't really look like me. It's just kind of uncanny. It tried to make my face end right here, but then also made it end over here. How does Danny and Danny look less like Danny? Man's looks like a Tommy or Daniel or something. Yeah, he looks more like a Tom than a Danny. Can we get a Tom check? What do we think about Tom? Can we get a temperature check on whether this is Tom or not? Let me know in the comments. If I had to name this person, I don't think I would say Tom, honestly. To me, this looks like a Henry or something. Honestly, he looks British and he looks like his name would be Henry. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is a comment from my last video about the MGK movie. Let's read it. I've watched your videos for years, Danny, but you're just straight up hating on him in this video. This is neither the best nor funniest movie review you did. That really hurts to hear, because every time I am trying to make literally the best video I've ever made, even though I've made hundreds of videos, I still expect each one to be literally the best video I've ever made, so that does really hurt to hear. You don't need to jump on the hate train, love. You're better than that. This movie was obviously dripping in irony and sarcasm. I agree that it's a very well written nor necessarily the best directed movie, haha. I think they mean I agree it's not very well written or the best directed. So it's a bad movie is what you're saying? I agree. But he's just a guy, not giving a single fuck. That was part of the problem with the movie, actually. It's that no one seemed like they cared. Doing whatever he wants to do, putting stupid jokes in and shit. Does this person agree with me? At first he was like, Danny, I'm sorry, but you're just hating on the movie for no reason. Sure, was it a bad movie? Yeah. Did it seem like he didn't give a fuck and was just throwing in bad joke after bad joke? Yeah. And were those all points you brought up during the review? Yeah. So, what was I saying again? But he probably didn't try winning an award. Don't tear people down for views, Danny. What I do on my channel all the time. You could have made this video funnier by being more neutral. Well, that's just not true. It always is kind of interesting because, you know, I have like such a wide audience that occasionally I will make fun of something that has some kind of intersection with my fan base. And so it's kind of interesting to see how people react when that happens. Oftentimes people are like, hey, you know, I like this thing, but I don't mind seeing somebody joke about it. Usually people have a sense of humor about that kind of thing, or they'll leave like a jokingly upset response. It is kind of funny to see someone who's watched my videos for years. This person has watched me poke fun at other movies for years, and then the second I make fun of an artist this person's clearly a very big fan of, they're like, you know, you don't have to hate on everything. You should be more neutral. Wow, Marmaduke stand in the wild. Imagine this comment on any other video. On the Marmaduke video, the Ratatouille video. Danny, I'm sorry, but you did not have to jump on the hate bandwagon. Marcel has it hard enough as it is. He was clearly just having fun with it. He didn't give a fuck. He was just trying to steal some strawberries from the kitchen. They're wrong for that. MGK sucks balls. Okay, XEM1S, I've been a fan of your comments for years, and I've seen you say that countless other people suck balls and thought it was funny every other time, but you really crossed the line with this one. MGK is untouchable. He's a god, and he sucks balls, but when he does it, it's because he doesn't give a fuck. Danny as Marmaduke. I like that they put my picture on like a picture of someone else doing yoga. You can tell because they kept like the Google image results. Keeping it simple, hands and. This is Marmaduke doing yoga. Whoa! Somebody drew me as a freaking Jedi and a Mandalorian? Okay, that's sick. That's so cool. Wow. So that's what I would look like if I was a Jedi. I'd make a cool ass Jedi. That's sick. Thank you for making that. Okay, all right. I gotta come clean about something. I didn't want this to turn into a whole thing, okay? But there's been some misinformation that's gotten a little bit out of hand with this post, so we need to talk about it, okay? This is a clip from the video where I was trying to find the worst iPhone game. I'll just let you watch it and then we can talk about it.
If you want to kill your entire family and swap them out with people that look different, oh, hello.
Okay, so this person who posted it said screaming dog, and then a person underneath said, I think it was the guy. I remember rewinding the vid over and over to figure out what it was, XD. Someone said, still not sure who it is. He needs to explain this clip. I need to know where the scream came from. I didn't mean for it to be so confusing, honestly. I thought people would know that I just edited in that scream, but a lot of people thought that it was this old man like screaming for his dog to come back, because it was just such a short clip. It's kind of hard to tell, I guess. It's just a screaming sound effect. I thought it would be funny if the dog screamed when it ran away. So I threw in a dog screaming sound effect, and I've seen a lot of misinformation of people saying it was the old man screaming at his dog. It was not, all right? It was just a funny little edit. Yeah, knowing Danny, it's just an edit. See, Woombi, that's why you know me best. You really do know me. This is my good friend, Woombi. Woomy Bai? Woomy B? Yeah, it's my good friend. Hey, what video is this from? Danny's YouTube channel. I like to do Danny portraits for art practice and wanted to share. Oh, that's kind of sick. This is cool. I love the colors, actually. The yellow and the blue contrast really well. That's actually a sick ass picture. That's really cool too. These are all really good. Like, are these actually paintings? They look so good that it's like, is this like just a filter on a picture? But no, I guess it does look like they drew. Yeah, they definitely drew this one. That's insane. These are really cool. Look at the detail in my hand. That's awesome. Nice job. 2 thumbs right up my own ass. All right, I'm feeling a little bit crazy today. So what the heck, you know what? Let's go, instead of top of the month, let's just go new and see what people are posting on right in this very moment. We should all show our favorite Danny videos. Here's mine, the Joker video. That's a pretty solid solid video. I actually really like that one. I haven't gone back and looked at that video in a long time, but I remember it being really funny. Sometimes you just come across like a gold mine that is just so funny on its own that it makes making the video really easy. Like I sat down to write that video and I feel like it just poured right out of me. It's just so ridiculous. It's like, how could I not write a good video about that, you know? Okay, this person said, trying Troom Troom's awful kidnapping hacks. That one's pretty good too. That one came out, I think like a year ago and is still like consistently one of my like most viewed videos every month. I wonder if I could pick my favorite video that I've ever done. I think I could. Let me think. I think my favorite video I've ever done was the Tesla video. That was like the most fun to make. I think it turned out really well. I was like really excited the whole time I was making it. Got everything that I look for. I am working on a video right now currently that I think has the possibility to be my new favorite video. It's another one of those videos that like I feel really excited the whole time I'm working on. I guess I don't really know when it'll come out, but I'm gonna go shoot it like in less than a week. So I'm really excited about it. Guess you'll just have to wait and see what it is. Whoa, I made a GIF of random frames from every single video from Danny. Oh, this is crazy. It'd be really cool, whoever made this, if you did it in order. It'd be cool to see like a progression of like how my videos have changed over the years, but it's just kind of like in a random order, but still really interesting to see. I've filmed in so many different rooms. That's really cool. That must have taken forever. How many videos do I have? I don't even know. I've got 262 videos. Why does Danny constantly look like he was just told there was homework? I don't know what you mean by that, but I resent that comment. Probably because I'm always watching like the weirdest thing possible on my channel. And I guess I just make that face sometimes, man. Interesting. I'm Netflix, Drew is HBO Max, and Curtis is Disney Plus. I don't know about that. I don't know. Don't do Drew dirty like this. He's definitely Hulu. Don't do Drew dirty is an insane tongue twister. Don't do Drew dirty. Don't do Drew. Don't do Drew dirty. Don't do Drew dirty. I feel like none of them fit. It's hard to even compare people to streaming services. It's like, I don't know if I fuck with it. All right, well, you know what? I think that's enough for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of how to sell your body on Instagram. That might sound a little bit different than I meant it to. Today we're talking about Ray Diaz. I recently discovered Ray Diaz on the Instagram Explore page, and after looking at a lot of his content, I've sort of realized that he has created a new genre of Instagram content. I would say he's Instagram's first Instagram comedian, fitness guru, hot guy. Let's take a look at his bio to see what I mean. Ray Diaz, 18 plus advised, single. What does that mean? 18 plus advised, single, Cuba. So I think the beginning 18 plus advised is saying this content is for mature audiences only. Like maybe there's some racy jokes in there. Given that it's Instagram comedy, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a butt or two, to be quite honest. But is the single part, does that mean like you have to be 18 plus and single? That's a rating that I've never heard before. Like I've never seen a trailer for a movie that was like, coming soon this summer, rated R. Also, please don't come in here if you're married. Or are they just like two separate thoughts? Like 18 plus advised, please don't watch this if you're under 18. Also, I'm single. And Cuba. The next line is DM at I am Ray Diaz. This dude has a separate Instagram account just to take DMs. Why? At first it almost made sense to me and seemed smart. Like, oh, he has a whole separate account so that the DMs on his main account aren't flooded with people who want to DM him. But then, like, now that doesn't really change anything. Now he's just gonna have two Instagram accounts that he has to check the DMs for. I don't think that would really help. What is this other account? Oh, he actually posts on here. Lots of pictures of him working out. This account seems to be exclusively for people who want to DM him and people who want to see him sweat. He says he posts daily videos. That bodes well for him, right? I don't know about you guys, but nothing says I'm committed to quality content quite like committing to posting every day. You know what they say about quality and quantity. They're the same. If you have more of one, you have more of the other. They both go up. And then it says ab routine, fit plan, nutrition guide, all pointing down to IamRayDiaz.com. IamRayDiaz.com looks like a fitness website where you can buy fitness programs, nutrition guides, stuff like that. There's like monthly memberships and stuff. I guess all of this is based around the premise that you found Ray Diaz's Instagram account, you like the way he looks, you like his six-pack, and you want that also. So you're going to pay him to teach you how to do it. It's just kind of interesting because his Instagram account isn't really like a fitness guru Instagram account. The majority of his content is like shitty Instagram comedy. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about today's sponsor, me. Take it away, me. Thanks, Danny. Some of you have probably noticed that under my videos lately, there's been a button that says join. It's right next to the subscribe button. And a lot of you are probably wondering, what is that? What are we joining? Is that a button to join Greg? Is this a button that was put there by Greg's enemy Craig to try to trick me into joining them? Well, lucky for you, it's not. I'm here today to tell you that it's actually a button to join my secret club. Please don't tell anyone, it's a secret. If you join my secret club, you get some amazing perks. I'll be doing an exclusive live stream once a month for all of my secret club members where we'll be having Greg family dinner. You can ask me questions, I can ask you questions, or we can just stare at each other. You'll also get discounts on all of my future merch, which could come in handy soon, because I might be coming out with new merch soon. If you're a member of my secret club, you'll also get a little badge next to your name in the comments of my videos, which will change depending on how long you've been a member in my secret club. That way everybody can see that you're in my secret club, which no one should know about because it's a secret. You'll also get exclusive emojis that only secret club members can use, like cringe face, Greg, little nutcracker guy, and a spooky pumpkin. And now you're probably thinking, Danny, that sounds great, and something that I would honestly spend upwards of $5 a month on. But all of these exclusive perks can be yours for $4.99 as long as you sign up right now. Or anytime after right now. I'm really excited to get to talk to you guys in a little bit more of a smaller, casual setting. So if you're interested, just click the join button below. I think it might not show up on the YouTube app, so you might have to do it on the computer, but it should be right next to the subscribe button. And remember guys, most importantly, please don't tell anyone about this. It's a secret, and I can't have anyone knowing, okay? All right, back to you. Thanks, me. All right, let's get into some Ray Diaz content. So it won't take you very long if you're scrolling down Ray Diaz's Instagram page to realize he's pretty into the way he looks. But what does comedy sketches written by someone who's so obsessed with their own body look like? This.
All right, bro, I'm out. Are you taking a picture in slow motion? Hello? Why are you walking so slow? What are you doing?
Oh, shit!
Ray!
To me, this video is just dripping with irony. It's dripping with irony like Ray Diaz is dripping with sweat on his second account. Because I feel like the premise of the joke when he thought of it was probably like, man, some people are so obsessed with how they look. You can't get them to stop thinking about their own body and how hot they are for 2 seconds. Ha ha ha. Oh, what a bunch of narcissistic doofuses. Alright guys, well are you ready to shoot this video where the entire premise is showing off how hot I am so people will want to buy my workout routine to look just like me? Not all of his videos are about how hot his body is though, which is actually kind of strange to me. You would think that he would try to make his body like the main focus of every single video so that, you know, no matter what video you come across of his, you immediately realize, holy shit, this dude's a smoke show. So while all of his videos aren't about his body, that doesn't mean that any of them make sense, because all of them still don't make sense.
Yo, why you crying, Ray?
It's my ex-girlfriend.
You got to make her jealous or something.
Really?
How?
Okay, so Ray Diaz has been dumped. He's all sad about his ex. He's standing 10 feet away from where she is with her new boyfriend, and he's just sobbing, you know, like you do when you see your ex out in public with her new man. You just stand 10 feet away and cry while looking at them. Also, these are bad friends. Like, they walk up to their friend and he's crying because he misses his ex-girlfriend, and their advice isn't like, oh, hey man, it's all right. It wasn't because of anything you did. There's other fish in the sea. Instead, they're just like, you have to make her jealous. It's the only way. She'll want you back, don't worry, buddy. And also, why would that even work? If she broke up with him, and she's clearly moved on now, I don't think she's gonna be jealous seeing him with another girl. So like, that's not even good advice.
Just show her what she's missing. Find another girl.
Oh, she's looking! Oh my god! She's looking! Oh my god, she's looking! Oh, hey,
and then there's this whole montage that doesn't make any sense. He's like crossing the street, he's chugging water and then stealing a scooter. Like what does any of those things have to do with what's going on?
Where are the girls?
He also stops this guy and yells at him. He yells so hard I can't even understand what he's saying. Is he saying, where are the girls?
Where are the girls?
He just shakes this guy and he just yells, Where are the girls? So he can't find any girls. He runs around this whole city and can't find a single girl somehow. So he decides to just kiss his friend's girlfriend.
Like that?
Life must be tough without me, huh?
So it turns out that making the girl jealous didn't work after all, because all it did was get him punched in the face. Who would have thought that idea wouldn't work? Now I know a lot of you are probably thinking, what the fuck was that? That didn't make any sense. What was the punchline? Was there even a joke in that video? And that's fair, you may have missed it, but I've watched this video a few times and I think I found the joke. It's the way he rides the scooter off when he steals it from that guy. He's so silly. Why does he ride it like that? Here's another one called When You Look Better in Person Than You Do in Pictures.
Amazing, you're killing it. Let's go. Oh, great.
Man, this sucks.
No, look at this.
Oh my God, these are amazing.
Oh, shoot me next.
Whoa, he's good.
Yeah, check these out.
Good.
I'd like to hear him pitching this idea. He's like in a room with his friends and he's like, so the joke is that when you take pictures of me, you know, who we can all agree is pretty fucking hot, right? When you take pictures of me, the pictures turn out ugly somehow. Can you imagine that? Pictures of me ugly? Now that would be funny. He does occasionally post fitness stuff on his profile every so often, like this. What is this? Like, without having watched this video, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how, and more importantly, why you'd ever be in this position where your friend is, like, horizontal in midair. He's doing, like, Luigi's side B from Super Smash Bros. And you're over him just, like, looking like you're about to just, I don't know, poop on him, I guess. Now I gotta watch the video to find out how they did this. Oh, okay. That's how he did it. Still doesn't explain why though. Wait, this one too. He's horizontal. How did he get like that? Why would that ever be a thing that you do working out? He's got the ropes, like isn't that when you go like this? Why would you ever be like in midair doing that? Is being like horizontal in midair a big thing in the fitness community that I didn't know about? Because the expectation that somebody who knows about like fitness and stuff would come across this picture and be like, holy shit, he's done it. He's gone full horizontal. This man knows what he's doing, and I like his abs. I'm gonna pay him money. You think that's hard, going fully horizontal like that? He makes it look so easy. Oh, fuck. Did I do it? Ow. I hit my knee. How does he do that? How does he even get out of that position? He has to fall, right? He just falls on his face and hurts his knee like I did? That's not cool. My knee hurts. And the worst part about it is I don't even know if I did it or not because I won't know until I look at the footage because to me that just felt like flailing in midair. So I don't know I have no idea what that looked like. I sort of feel like someone just smacked me in the knee with a baseball bat and then punched me in the stomach. But you know what? That's fitness. That's what it's all about, baby. That burn, that pain. I think I need to go to the doctor. When I watch Ray Diaz's Instagram videos, one thing that comes to mind is Lele Pons' Instagram videos. They both sort of have this feel where like they thought of the start of a joke and then they started filming. Like they didn't think of the start of the joke and then write out the rest of the video. They just thought like, hey, this is a funny thing to start a video with. Let's go film it and just see where it goes. Take this video for example, that person who says they don't care.
Like that's gonna be our new apartment.
Oh, you're cute.
Hey, it's my boyfriend.
I don't care. Call me.
Okay. I don't care.
So that's the premise. There's gonna be a few scenes of her not caring. So let's see what funny things she doesn't care about. And let's see how this joke progresses. Okay, good. A solid 10 seconds of her butt. Great.
Can you go to music down? I'm studying.
I don't care.
Okay, that was crazy. She didn't even care about that dude studying?
My bad.
I don't care.
Oh, you care?
I don't care.
I was watching this video and I was trying to figure out like how is this going to end? Like what's the punchline gonna be? It's this girl who doesn't care about anything. Even though this like somewhat devastating thing has just happened to her, she gets something spilled on her, she doesn't care. She doesn't care about this girl's boyfriend, she doesn't care about this dude trying to study. So my hypothesis was, you know, being that these are generally pretty predictable, I thought maybe something really small and inconsequential would happen. And that would be the thing that she does care about. Like she would get really upset about something really small. I thought that would be like a valid punchline to the video. It seems like that might be where it was going. But I was actually wrong, and instead of doing that, the video ended. That was the end of the video.
I don't care.
It just ends with her not caring about anything still. It's just like 3 scenes of her just saying I don't care, and then it ends. Now that's a girl who truly does not give a shit. They're gonna write that on her tombstone. She didn't care. That is if she even cares enough to have a tombstone. Or to die at all. She might just live forever because she doesn't care. I feel like every time I click on another Ray Diaz video, it just gets more and more confusing. Like this one called Overprotective Cousins.
Who are you?
I'm here to take Angelica out.
Oh, you taking out my cousin?
You're black.
You racist? We have white! Yeah, homie, what you talking about? You like peanut butter?
No.
Peanut butter jelly time!
What the fuck is going on? What a horrible first impression to make on your girlfriend's family, first of all. Her cousin comes to the door and the first thing he says is, "You're black!" Wait. What's going on here? My girlfriend is white. I'm pretty sure of it. And you're black! So explain that, Mr. Cousin. Why are you black? And you know what? I sympathize with this guy, the cousin. We all know what it's like to be protective of your cousin. This guy comes over saying he's gonna take your cousin out on a date, so you gotta test him. You gotta make sure this guy is good for your cousin. So of course you're gonna make sure that he likes peanut butter sandwiches. That's the only way to make sure this guy's right for your cousin.
Man, this dude like you can't protect my cousin, man.
You can't protect my cousin, little bitch. You couldn't even eat a peanut butter sandwich, let alone protect my white cousin.
Look, man, like, you see this, all right? The next one's gonna be a lot faster, I promise.
Yeah, see, he's just trying to be a protective cousin. If he finds out you're not a good guy, he's gonna shoot you. Tag people who can relate. Hashtag Ray Diaz, hashtag comedy. Hashtag Wednesday. This is the most Wednesday shit I've ever seen. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed this little dive into the sweaty abs of Ray Diaz. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to join Greg. Greg is what I call my family here on YouTube. All you have to do to join Greg is subscribe and turn on my notifications and you can be Greg too. Being Greg has a lot of benefits. You'll instantly be notified anytime I post a video. You get to feel like you're a part of a family. You'll be immortal. That's right, you will never die. And every single Greg gets one free complimentary kiss blown from me. So if you're not Greg yet, please close your eyes at this point as I will be administering the kiss to all the Gregs. Okay, here we go. All right, so now if you're not Greg, you can open your eyes and please subscribe and turn on my notifications and you can get the next one. All right, thank you Christy Sterling for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I get caught in a snowstorm and die. Bye.
Hey Greg, I accidentally uploaded this video yesterday, but it wasn't done and it wasn't ready to post yet, so I'm uploading it again today, so please watch it. Okay, thanks, bye.
What's up, Greg? I hope you're all having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of Free Promotion, the show where I set out to make fun of bad Instagram ads, but in the process, accidentally give them a bunch of extra exposure. Also, as I've been saying in the last few videos, we're going on tour in all of these cities. Tickets are available now. We also just added more cities, so if you live near any of these cities and you want to get tickets, I would highly advise doing that soon. Tickets have sold out at some of the venues, so if you're planning on coming and you want to come, make sure you get your tickets soon. All right, guys, well, here we are again, back in the world of bad ads, or badads as I like to call them. There's an ad that I just got sent on Instagram that I think might be one of my favorite ads that I've ever seen. It's an Instagram story that's been popping up for people as an ad, and I think it's hilarious. So a long time ago, probably over a year ago, I made a video about as seen on TV commercials, and at the end of that video, I made like a parody commercial that was a seminar for screaming to learn how to scream. I thought, oh, that would be such a stupid product. Who would ever want to learn how to scream? So anyway, here's this ad.
I'm telling you, this is gonna make your screaming badass.
And that's That's the whole ad. These motherfuckers stole my idea. I came up with the screaming seminar. I came up with teaching how to scream. You can't take my joke idea and turn it into a real idea. It's not fair. So I'm a little confused what this is supposed to be for. Well, at first I was just confused because the scary lady was screaming at me. But then as I watched it, I realized it's like a tutorial on how to scream for screamo music. So it's basically like vocal lessons for people who want to do screamo music. It even has like, I don't know, testimonials, I guess, where it just shows people from all walks of life screaming, and that made sense to me. Granted, it didn't make it any less scary, but it made sense, because they all seem to be people in front of their computer or whatever as they're practicing, or maybe with headphones on, like they're screaming along to music. But then the last clip is like this mom in the car, and her daughter is in the backseat, and the mom just starts screaming, and the daughter's like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? What's wrong with my mom? So that doesn't really make it seem like it's like a how to scream in a musical sense. That makes it seem like it's like how to scare your daughter. So I guess that's the confusing part for me, is the whole thing makes it seem like it's like music lessons, like it's teaching you how to scream musically, but then at the very end, and it's like, and you can also prank your daughter. So if that wasn't enough reason, if you're not interested in screamo music, you can prank your daughter. Sign up now. I've seen a big surge of ads that use reverse psychology lately. Here's a weird one that someone sent me. It looks like it's an app that teaches you how to play the guitar, because you can hold up your iPad like a guitar and it gives you the notes and you can strum it. But the caption is, this app will ruin your life. Like, what kind of weird reverse psychology is this? Are you warning me about your own app? What kind of marketing strategy is this? It's a bold marketing strategy for sure, convincing people that choosing your product will be the worst decision of their life. I just feel like learning guitar is something that pretty much everyone universally agrees is a good thing. I mean, sure, not everyone wants to learn guitar, but I think pretty much everyone could agree that learning guitar is not a bad thing. I think we could all agree that there's plenty of positive aspects of learning the guitar that they could have used in this advertisement, instead of telling us that it was going to ruin our life. Like, if you learn guitar, you could be more fun at parties. You get to learn an instrument, become more musical. Maybe you could pick up girls, pick up boys. You could join a band. That would be fun. But no, instead this ad is just like, if you learn the guitar, your life will be ruined. This shit will tear your family apart. Your career will be in shambles and you'll be broke within a month. So go ahead and download the app, huh? Give it a download. Come on. How could this app even ruin your life? How does that even make sense? If you learn the guitar, people will think you're too cool. Everyone will want to hang out with you. You'll have no free time anymore. Girls will be throwing themselves at you. Boys will be throwing themselves at you. Everyone will be throwing themselves at you. You'll have bruises all over your body from people throwing themselves at you. Don't download this app. I actually have a conspiracy theory that this is an ad for a different app. It's an ad from a rival app that wants you to learn a different instrument, a rival instrument. Like the banjo. Like the next ad you see on Instagram is just a guy holding a banjo and he's like, hey, did you see the other ad earlier? Oh man, looks like the guitar's gonna ruin your life. You know, the banjo's a pretty fun instrument. I mean, sure, it's not very cool and no one will really appreciate it. You're not really gonna impress anyone, but hey, at least it's not gonna ruin your life, am I right? Go ahead and download my app. Only idiots can beat this game. Wait a minute, I'm an idiot. Finally, a game for me. Yay! Okay, let's take a look at this ad. It's for a game called Roller Splat. Swipe right, left, top, or bottom to move the ball. Download Roller Splat today. Text for your header. What? I have no idea what to think of this one. I mean, I'm just at wit's end trying to figure out what's going on here. Did they really forget to add text to the header? Did they really publish this ad and spend probably thousands of dollars advertising this on people's Instagram pages, and they forgot to put text on the header? Is text for header code for something? Is it slang that I don't get? Does the youth of today say text for your header to mean like really fun, very good game? Or did they do this on purpose? And this is really how weird Instagram game ads have gotten. Like, the only way that you can stick out as an ad now is by making it seem like you forgot to finish the ad before you published it. All the games now have to make their ads look like they were like making the game ad and then they accidentally slipped and hit submit, and then they were like, oh no, I accidentally hit submit, and now oh no, I'm accidentally typing in a marketing budget of $20,000 on Instagram's backend, and oh no, I'm hitting submit again on accident, and oh no, I'm leaving it up even after seeing the mistake. Oh no, I'm such an idiot. I'm gonna get fired for sure. This ad got sent to me a bunch. It looks like some little gardening game. I don't know why it's being played on the floor and not a phone, because it's definitely a game for phones. But the caption on the video says, named after my ex. So out of curiosity, I was like, okay, what is the joke gonna be here? Is the game gonna be called like bitch or something? So at the end of the ad, it says that the game is called Niwashi. So that must be a different language, because I don't know what that means. But I want to find out the tea. I want to know what the person who made the ad for this app thinks about their ex. So let's Google it. All right, translate Nawashi to English. Are you ready to see what he thinks of his ex? Okay, it looks like Nawashi is Japanese for gardener. Huh? Named after my ex. Dude, my ex was such a fucking gardener. She was always like de-weeding my flower beds and fertilizing my grass. I had to break up with her, dude. I mean, she was such a gardener, I had to make a whole app. If you guys watched the last Badads video that I did, you'll remember this game, Girls X Battle 2. I think in the last video, it showed how you could have a girlfriend who could go from being in 5th grade to being pregnant or something like that. And since then, people have been sending me a lot of ads for that game, so let's see how they've been advertising since I made that last video. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. Please do not tell me that this is what this game is. Fighting women and trapping them in little balls? Please. What? Please tell me that there's not a game on the App Store where you fight women and put them in little balls. Like, Pokemon is already weird enough when you think about it for too long. The fact that you're basically dogfighting just with made-up creatures. But we definitely don't need a version where you're walking around collecting women and battling them. I don't think that that's something that we need. Wait, what the fuck? And look at the actual names of the options. Okay, so there's bag. So if you need any items while you're fighting this girl, you can reach into your bag and get those. You can escape. I don't think that you're gonna be the one who needs to escape from this situation. Just a thought. You can pet the girl. Yikes. And then the one with the Pokeball icon just says accost. Accost? Accost. Wait, what does accost mean? Accost, to approach and address someone boldly or aggressively. Yeah, I kind of feel like we've already done that. I think that ship has sailed. If we're close enough to pet this girl or do whatever we're gonna do with what we're pulling out of our bag, I'm gonna guess that we've already accosted her. I'm gonna guess that we've already aggressively approached this woman. Speaking of being creepy to women, how about another Game of Sultans ad? So there's this picture of a girl who starts as a little baby and then she turns into a girl and then she turns into a woman. And the caption is, a game that allows you to marry and have children. How long does it take you to get promoted from a baby to a queen? This ad only has 2 sentences and it fucked both of them up. I get where they were going with the first one. It's saying you can marry someone and then you can have children, but I feel like they could have worded it way better because when I read it for the first time, I thought it was saying that you can marry and have children. Like you could either marry children or you could have children. And I hope that's not what it means, and I don't think that's what it means. I just feel like they should word that better. And the second sentence kind of only reinforces that. How long does it take you to get promoted from a baby to a queen? Like that makes it sound like the emperor is walking around just scouting out for a baby that he can promote to a queen. You! Who are you? Me? Well, I'm just a humble servant, sir. No, not you. Her. My baby? Yes, her. I'd like to promote her. Oh my goodness, thank you, sir. I've always dreamed of my child having a better life than I. And she certainly will. She shall be my queen. If you reach 2048 in 60 seconds, you can watch The Lion King. Wow. Okay, you know your boy couldn't do an episode of Badads without talking about some episode ads. Actually, I don't think any of these are from Episode. I think that they might all be copycat games. There's lots of copycat games of Episode now. Like just like choose your own story games, and they all advertise in the weirdest way on Instagram. So in this one, I guess you can choose to fake your pregnancy test, and then when you show the father, who I assume is the father of the baby and not your father, because that would be weird. He's so happy. Look, he's already sold your apartment. He bought a camper. He's so excited to have a baby. He put the rest of the money in a college fund. Wow. What a happy thing. But then you get to the end of the scenario and the app is like, hold up, do you want to do that again, only different and worse? Let's run that back and do it the other way. So then it rewinds and then it shows you deciding to be honest and just show him that you're not really pregnant, and you show it to the father and then he's like, oh, well maybe we're not meant to be a family. I'm leaving. Farewell! And then I guess he just leaves forever. He was so mad at you for not being pregnant that he just left. He says farewell. That's the last thing he says to her. He ends the entire relationship with farewell. Who in the history of the entire world has ever ended a relationship by saying farewell? What a whimsical word to use in such a dark situation. I think this is a sign from the universe that we're not meant to be together. I thought you were the one, but I'm starting to think that I was wrong. As much as it pains me to do this, I just don't think I can do this anymore. Farewell, goodbye, goodbye, farewell. I must go find someone else to have my babies. Okay, this one starts off with this girl thinking, I feel like my crush isn't into me anymore. And then you have two options. You can either find another crush, which I think makes sense, or you could use the cushion. And I guess use the cushion means that you make everyone think that you're pregnant. So I guess she's gonna try to make her crush think that he got her pregnant, which is just weird because when I think crush, I think like there's not already the connection there, like it's a new thing. She has a crush on him, but she's not sure if he likes him too. Like there's no history. There's no implication that they've already had sex is what I'm trying to say. Like she's gonna be like, hey Brad, I heard you like someone else now, but guess what? You can't leave me because I'm pregnant. We've never even spoken before. Well, you better start talking to me then, bitch. Because we have a child to raise. All right, let's check out this scene. Let's see what's going on here. There's this girl who's being absolutely just squeezed by this man. And he says, you're sexy pregnant. So that's just a weird thing to say to someone. Weird wording, weird sentiment, weird all of it. And your two options are, let's do this, or my water just broke. So those are two drastically different options it gives you. I just have to say that I'm very confused by the second one. My water just broke. Like at first I thought she was like just gonna lie and say her water broke so she could leave. Like she's just gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, my water broke. I guess I can't have sex because I have to go have a baby. Bye-bye. But from what I've learned, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I often am, but from what I know about giving birth, it's not very easy to fake your water breaking. So if that's not the case, because we can't lie about our water breaking, then is this option to make her water break on command? Do we have that much power in this game? Or is this woman like a superhero who can just bust her water open on command? That's like a superpower. It's not a very good superpower, but it could be considered a superpower. All right, Greg, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg is what I call my fan base on YouTube, but we're not just a fan base, we're a family, because we all love each other and hold just a tiny little bit of resentment towards one another. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want to get tickets for the tour, make sure you do that quick because they might sell out, and then if they do and you wanted to come and you didn't get a ticket, then you're gonna be sad. If you want to get some merch that says Greg on it, or any of my other merch, go to dannygonzalez.store or click the link in the description. All right, thank you, Phoebe Westbrooks, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'm currently in America and not a different country, and I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I kick a ball so hard that my shoe flies off. Bye.
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this? Do you not have anything?
Peanut, you're such a good dog. I would do anything for you. Would you do anything for me?
Your soul is mine!
I'll take that as a yes. Man, I love my dog. Even if I am kind of worried she's possessed.
When a masked intruder kicks down a door in Minneapolis, these two pooches take off.
What?
And in a home outside Philadelphia, this dog runs away after a burglar hurls a plate at it.
I'm sorry, this can't be true. Peanut, are you seeing this? Those dogs didn't even try to protect their homes or their owners. I can't believe this. Dogs are useless. You're useless! I hate you!
What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, back with another episode of All Dogs Are Cowards. I didn't want to believe it either, but thanks to this video from Inside Edition, we now have irrefutable scientific proof that all dogs are cowards. Look at the beginning of this video. These two dogs, someone breaks into their house, they book it. Wow. You're just gonna run off and let this guy steal all your owner's shit? And this dog, running away when someone throws a plate at it. Boy, you've never seen a plate before? You don't want to get hit with a plate? Come on. You don't want to get hit with a plate? A big ceramic plate flying at you? Is that too much to ask, to just take the plate? I'll tell you one thing, no dog of mine's gonna be dodging plates. My dog better take a plate to the neck if it means that I can be even 1% safer.
So, would your dog come to your defense if a burglar ever broke in?
I don't know. But that's the question I'm here asking myself. If someone comes into my house, will my dog protect me? That's the only reason I have a dog. Not because she's cute, not because I like the company. I have a dog because I know someday someone's gonna break into my apartment. And when they do, I need someone who's going to bite that bitch. Is that too much to ask?
This is Perry, a 5-year-old yellow lab.
Oh, that's my good girl.
Her owner, Michelle Kelleher, loves her dog.
Okay, controversial opinion? Letting your dog lick you on the mouth is very gross. Don't get me wrong, dogs are very cute, and I like to kiss my dog on the top of her head as much as the next guy. But my dog also licks her own ass, so I'm not gonna let her kiss me after that. I don't wanna all of a sudden come down with some dog-borne illness.
But she wonders whether Perry will go the extra yard.
I hope she tries to protect me.
To find out, we enlisted guard dog experts Nate Bonilla and Michael DeBruzzo. Then, with Michelle's permission, our burglar bursts in. Michelle puts on a great performance as he pretends to assault her. She screams for Perry. So what does Perry do? Does she jump in to save her? Look, she heads for the door.
Wow, Perry, I see how it is. This woman raises you, she feeds you, and then the second somebody comes in to assault her, very realistically, I might add, it looks like she's really being assaulted. This is what people do when they assault you. They come in, they sort of like push your chest a little bit, and then they sort of look around to see what everyone thinks.
This is called flight. Her tail is tucked. She's actually looking for a way out.
This dog just books it towards the door? If I didn't know any better, I would think that this dog doesn't want to get murdered.
Thanks, Barry.
Thanks, Perry. Dumb dog. Didn't call 911 when I needed her. This video is sort of like a prank video. Like, it's sort of like pranking the dogs. I've never seen a prank video where someone pranks a dog before, but I guess that this is what it would be like. Pranking my dog? I traumatized my dog? Gone wrong. Gone sexual, even. If you keep fucking making out with your dog. Just saying, maybe if you spent less time making out with your dog and a little bit more time training her to do things like attack intruders, then maybe this wouldn't happen. But at the same time, like, do you really want your dog to be that aggressive towards intruders? Because if it is, then it's probably gonna be aggressive towards like your friends when they come over too, or people, anyone that the dog doesn't recognize. It's gonna be like, are you trying to kill my owner? I was trained for this. You have to die.
Next up, Ruby.
You're a princess, yes you are.
A 4-year-old pit bull lab mix beloved by her owner, Kevin Peterson.
God, gross. Gross. Why do they have to show so many clips of that? I don't want to see humans making out with dogs. It's gross.
I believe she's gonna bite, but I'd like to find out.
So this dude's like, I think she's gonna bite the intruder, but I really want to find out for sure. I really need to know. Like, it's really pertinent for this dude that he finds out this information. How worried is he that this is gonna happen to him? Some masked guy is going to barge into your house with no weapons, by the way, and just start slapping him. Because like, if the burglar had a weapon, then the dog doesn't stand a chance anyway. Even if the burglar had like a baseball bat, then you wouldn't want your dog to attack, would you? Because then you know what would happen? The dog would die, and then you would die. So the dog can really only defend against this slapping bandit over here. Who is this guy gonna be pissing off that's gonna come over just to slap him?
And it sure looks terrifying. Ruby comes running to investigate.
Ruby, get him!
She's not so brave either. She runs away. Can you believe she's part pit bull?
I feel like this video is just meant to shame dogs. Like, yes, fucking expose him. Dogs have had it easy for too long. Too goddamn long. Fucking drag that dog.
Ruby was curious, she was worried about you, but she was not willing to take on the attacker.
She was curious, she walked into the room and she was like, what's going on in here? Oh my god. It looks like my owner is really bad at acting.
Kevin, but Ruby is a wimp.
My dog failed the test.
My dog failed the test. Yeah, if this ever happens to me, I'm dead for sure. And I live alone, and I'll die alone.
My dog failed the test.
My dog's not even gonna stick around to watch me die. She's just gonna run off like every other woman in my life. So.
My dog failed the test.
She failed the test.
Now meet the duo of Frodo and Dobby. Ferocious looking, not even close.
Finally, a sensible woman who doesn't French her dogs. Wow, actually, it even looks like her dogs really don't want any kind of kisses whatsoever.
I think Frodo is really gonna go after the attacker.
Well, we'll just see about that. Alan puts on quite a show, and when they hear Mom is under attack, the two come running into the room. Watch as brave Frodo gets right into the mix.
Okay, actually this is pretty impressive. I did not expect this. The dog is protecting her. I will say it is kind of weird that both the dogs' tails are wagging like they're really excited and happy about it. Usually when dogs get like aggressive and defensive, their tails sort of like straighten out and their back hairs raise. But this dog seems like it's really stoked to try to kill this guy, which actually kind of makes me wonder, did this woman train her dogs to kill? These dogs are like really, really jazzed about getting to tear this guy to shreds. These dogs are cold-blooded killers. That guy was lucky to get out of there alive.
Then jumps up on our burglar and backs him out the door.
They did amazing. Yeah. So the littlest dogs are the bravest, huh? Maybe my little Peanut isn't such a wimp after all. Maybe she would save me. I mean, she's only 20 pounds. That's definitely smaller than that pit bull. Well, there's only one way to find out. All right, guys, I'm all dressed up like a burglar. I don't have any weapons, but I got my slapping hands ready. Let's see what Peanut does when I break into the apartment. Hi, I'm the mailman. I'm here to deliver your mail. What? Oh, hey. Oh, Peanut, no! What? Ah! No! Oh my God. Well, I guess that solves that. Peanut is a protective dog. I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Peanut. You did the right thing. That mailman was gonna have to learn sooner or later not to burst into people's apartments like that. And the way he announced himself, like, hey, I'm the mailman, I'm here to deliver the mail. Who the fuck says that?
You're next! You're next!
That's my girl. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not Greg yet, Greg is our family on YouTube. All you have to do to join it is hit subscribe and turn on my notifications. You know, they say you don't get to choose your family, but you do get to choose your friends. But Greg is a family, and I would also argue that you don't get to choose. You have to subscribe and turn on my notifications right now. There is no choice in the matter, so just go ahead and do that right now. There is no other option, so this is just like any other family. Thank you to Schvinn for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I put on 30 shirts and then walk around and just see what everyone thinks. Bye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to another episode of The Great Dan Boney. I am great, and I am Dan. So since it's October, it's getting to be Halloween time, I thought it would be fun if we do another spooky movie review. And to be honest, this movie, Spooky House, is the spookiest movie that I've seen in a while. It's got a spooky house, it's got a spooky guy, and it has an absolutely insane plot twist at the end. I did not see this coming, and you will not either, I guarantee it. Or maybe you will. Now that I've said that there's a plot twist, you might see it coming, but I didn't see it coming. This movie came out in 2002. It has Ben Kingsley in it, so you can expect some good shit coming out of this movie. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out Spooky House. So the movie starts off with this magic show put on by the Great Zamboni. Apparently he's like this famous magician. He's having one of his shows filmed, so he's doing it just in front of a camera crew. He's doing some absolutely insane magic tricks. This is the very first trick that he does.
Be prepared to have your illusions shattered.
Yeah. The very first trick he does is the most insane magic trick I've ever seen. Holy shit. Imagine seeing this, going to a show and seeing your favorite magician, and the very first trick they do is just explode. You're like, wow, that's really impressive. Is he dead? Did this motherfucker just die at the beginning of the show? I paid $200 for this ticket. But now he's good. All the king's horses and all the king's men put the Great Zamboni together again, and he's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, my partner on stage and in life, Dawn Star.
Okay, and this is important to set up the movie. He's doing this trick where he introduces his wife, whose name is Dawn Star. He's doing this trick that's also sort of a story. So he's telling the story about like these evil spirits who want to take Dawn Star and how he won't let them. And he puts her into this star and raises the star up into the air.
Looked upon the star and blew with all his might.
And then all of a sudden the star just blows up. Like, he looks concerned like that wasn't supposed to happen. He might have just blown up his wife. And then he goes to finish the trick where he's supposed to open this globe and she's supposed to be in there, and she's not. And then he looks even more concerned. So whatever worries he had before are even worse now that she wasn't in the globe. That's the whole first scene. His wife blows up and then she's not where she's supposed to be. Right off the bat, I am left very confused by the first scene. But one thing is for sure, his wife actually is gone. No one knows where his wife is. Then in one of the weirdest tonal shifts I think in any movie I've ever seen, it cuts from him blowing up his wife to just him walking down the street 11 and a half years later with a Jaguar. Just not a care in the world, just walking around outside with a Jaguar in public. People are like jumping out of the way, they're all scared. They're like, holy shit, it's a panther, right? Is that even legal to do? Can you just walk around with a jungle cat? Seems like that shouldn't be legal, but there he goes. Just with this nice, delicate gold chain walking around his murder animal after he killed his wife. So I guess they, you know, they have a lot in common.
If you're watching closely, you'll see someone ghostly. Kind of guy.
And I think one of my favorite parts about this movie is that during this scene, they're playing a theme song for the movie. This movie has a theme song.
He's a little creepy, always acting freaky. Everybody wonders why.
So you know this movie's about to be fucking awesome, right? He's a little creepy, might have blown his wife up. He's a creepy kind of guy. Also, I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but the tune of this song reminds me of that Vine that's like, if your name is Junior and you're really handsome, come on, raise your hand. Does anybody else get that reference? So the Great Zamboni is one of the main characters of this movie, but the actual main character is this kid, Max. He's the littlest one in this group of friends that the movie follows. And while all of Max's friends seem to have like loving families, Max is a little bit different because he's an orphan. And apparently the day after Halloween, November 1st, the DCFS or whoever is going to come take him away and put him in an orphanage. And to be honest, he is a little bit of a downer about the whole thing. Like, he's kind of putting a damper on everything.
Hey, Mom. Prescott, Yuri, and I want to go to the clubhouse. So can you watch Max and Zoe?
I'm going to go to the clubhouse. Us too. And besides, Princess is there and I have to feed her. I want to go too, because they're taking me away soon.
Damn, Max, I get it. You're gonna get taken away soon. You don't have to make everyone else sad, too. The movie never explains this. I don't know where he's living right now. They never say what he's doing now. I don't know if he's just, like, living on the streets and DCFS is coming soon to take him away. I feel like if that were the case, they would maybe try to expedite that a little bit quicker. I don't think they'd just be like, he can fend for himself for a few months. He'll be fine. But maybe that is the case. I don't know. I've never been an orphan, so. Fuck yeah. Okay, these are the villains of the movie, basically. They're like the bullies in town. They're always bullying the main group of kids. And they're also thieves. They work for this, like, mysterious woman who just hires, I guess, like, high schoolers to be thieves for her. So in this scene, they've just stumbled upon this van, which is parked outside of the Great Zamboni's house, who's the magician from earlier. And they're gonna steal the coffin that's inside of the van.
There's a dead guy in here. Well, it don't look used. Boss probably get big bucks for this. Okay, does anyone have a match?
So they steal the coffin and then light the whole van on fire. Doesn't that seem a little bit drastic? Imagine if robbers did that in real life. Like every time a robber broke into a house and stole like a TV or something, they just lit the whole ass house on fire. Doesn't that kind of draw more attention to the crime scene? You get mugged, the person steals your wallet and then lights you on fire. That's how it goes. That's how robberies work. You gotta destroy the evidence by lighting the evidence on fire for everyone to see. Then the Great Zamboni comes home to see that his van has been burnt to a crisp. There's like no police or firemen anywhere to be found. Did no one call the fire department for this guy? I'm so confused. Like this tree and the whole van are burnt to a crisp. No, like no one cares. Because there's like a neighbor's house right here behind him. They definitely saw the whole ass van get lit on fire. And we're probably just like, fuck that guy. He killed his wife. He blew her up right on TV. I'm gonna let his van burn. I also like that the Great Zamboni like doesn't even seem surprised that this happened. He just kind of walks up to it and is like, figures. And then just walks inside. Sooner or later, someone was bound to come and light my car on fire, is what I get, I guess, for killing my wife.
Hey, Maxie boy. Look what I got for you. You can have it. Come on on, Max. Pouting isn't gonna make you feel any better.
Go away.
So the movie kind of just sets up that everyone's kind of sad. Max is sad because he's lonely and he's gonna get sent to an orphanage. He doesn't have parents. And the Great Zamboni is sad because someone just lit his van on fire. Also, one thing that's weird about this movie is that the kids seem to own a houseboat. There's lots of scenes where they're just like hanging out in this colorful kid zone that's just a houseboat. It's just docked at a pier. And this is just like the clubhouse where they hang out. So I don't know how this group of kids got together, one of whom is an orphan, got together and like bought property. But I mean, shit, props to them for doing that. That's pretty tight. And if I was a kid and I saw this movie, I would be extremely jealous of this clubhouse. Oh, they also have a pet goat. One of the girls in the group of kids has a pet goat, and her name is Princess. The movie starts to pick up when Max and his friends are walking the goat one day, and the bullies come and steal their goat. And then the goat kind of gets away and runs off, and the kids have to go find it. And eventually they do find it, but right as it's running into the spooky house, it jumps through the window of the basement of the Great Zamboni's house.
Oh no! Princess is going into the spooky house!
I guess it's sort of seen as like the town haunted house. It's like this creepy house where this mysterious man who may or may not have killed his wife lives. So there's a spooky factor there, and everybody calls it the spooky house. And all the kids in the group seem to very much not want to go into the spooky house, except for Max.
No, Max, wait. Max, don't go in there. The spooky guy might get you.
He's be feeding little kids to his lion. I know all that stuff.
So why do you want to go in there, Max?
Because I have nothing to live for anyway.
Holy shit, Max. Dude, chill out with the sad shit. Damn, dude. Way to bring down the mood. We were all just vibing, looking for this goat. You really gotta bring it down. This poor kid. So anyway, he decides to go into the house, and then everyone decides to follow him. Because if he's going in, they might as well all go too. Uh-oh. What's he doing up there? Just like watching them go into his basement, just kind of vibing, casually watching kids break and enter into his house. Huh, that's interesting. I would call the police, but they won't come because they hate me.
Oh my gosh!
It sounds like they're jumping to their death in there. They're like, ah! And then there's like crashing noises. Maybe his basement is like really far down, and so they're all just kind of jumping and like breaking their legs, so he's just standing there watching them like, hell yeah, dude. I love watching kids just break their fucking legs in my basement. What was that sound? I think that kid shit his pants. That's such a gross sound effect. One thing about this movie is that it has really gross sound effects at times. I'll point them out as they come up, as if you wouldn't already know that they're gross. But this movie's got some nasty stuff.
Go find a light.
Okay, wow. That's the brightest laptop in the world. Look at how it's emitting light. It's in like a straight beam, like a spotlight. If a laptop was as bright as a flashlight, then wouldn't looking at it feel like staring into a flashlight? Why would a laptop ever be that bright? Especially one in 2002 when this movie came out. They got that new retina display, the type of display that burns your retinas. Okay, so they're in the house and they're looking for the goat. Somehow they end up upstairs. They had to walk upstairs and then open a door to get upstairs. So I don't know how the goat could possibly be up there. Spoiler alert, it is somehow. So now they're walking around the spooky house. Weird stuff is going on, like this creepy cuckoo clock. I don't know why a cuckoo clock with a bird that comes out of it is making a noise like a dying pig. I don't know what that noise is. One thing's for sure though, it is nasty. Then we see that the Great Zamboni is like walking around the house behind the walls and like peering in at the kids as all this creepy shit happens to them. Like he's loving the fact that these kids are like getting horrified in his house. Like there's one part where Max gets his head stuck in this like spider thing. He's stuck in there and then he scares the other kid. Then that kid runs away and gets stuck inside the couch. Then lightning strikes and this girl's butt gets stuck in this bucket. And they like sped up the footage here and it's like pretty creepy looking. Just the way she's flailing around in this bucket, dude, it's so creepy. His little eyes are just peeping through paintings and stuff. He's just kind of watching them. Like, oh yeah, these kids are so fucking scared. I got these kids so scared. Yeah. So they find the goat. They're still walking around his house though, and they stumble across this like crypt, this like tomb thing, and the Great Zamboni comes out of it. and now he's trying to scare them with lightning. He's trying to electrocute the kids. I don't understand what this Great Zamboni dude is doing at all. This whole scene, I don't understand what his motives are. He's like watching the kids get scared, and then all of a sudden, apparently he's like, oh yeah, watching these kids get scared is so fun. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep now. And then he goes back and goes to sleep in this weird crypt thing. Does he want the kids in his house? Does he like watching them get scared? I don't know.
Ooh.
Huh? What? It's a fake mustache? This dude is weird, man. That's the thing I like about this movie, is that there's so many different twists and turns that you're not expecting. You weren't expecting him to start trying to electrocute the kids. You weren't expecting his mustache to be fake. What else is gonna happen? He closes his crypt, but then Max opens it back up and sees that the crypt is actually not like a real crypt. It's just a hole that has stairs that leads down into a different area. So Max goes down there and finds the Great Zamboni just like chilling down there.
You're not to tell anyone about this room or me. The magician never reveals his tricks or himself. Now go.
This place is wasted. This is a great place for a kid to live. With all the cool costumes and really great toys.
So that part's weird. After Max and his friends were basically like traumatized in this house of horrors, Max is like, I think I want to live here. This would be a great place for a kid to live. If only you knew like an orphan or anything that needs a house. Isn't this house horrifying? He like switches to wanting to live there so fast. The next day, the kids do some research about the Great Zamboni. They find some articles that make it look like people really do think that he killed his wife. So this article says, magician's wife vanishes mid-air. Alexander York, the Great Zamboni, a renowned magician and master illusionist, has been arrested for the disappearance of his wife, Dawn Star. So he was at the very least arrested. Magician swears he loved his wife. Oh, spectacular trial ends in hung jury. I like that the headline is, magician swears he loved his wife. Like that is the only evidence they need. Your Honor, I love my wife. And the jurors are like, well, that's it. I mean, it doesn't matter that all the evidence points to him killing his wife, right? Because he says he loved her, so he's innocent. Your Honor, we find the defendant innocent. The only thing this man is guilty of is loving his wife.
Why? Could you show me a magic trick?
Nope.
Why? Are you scared real magic might happen?
There's no such thing as real magic.
What about your wife then?
She ran away.
She ran away. Okay, we can watch back the video of the star blowing up. I didn't see her like running away from the explosion as it was happening. She didn't run away. You could maybe say that she disappeared if you want to say some like real magic shit happened, but she didn't run away. Anyway, as you might have guessed what happened in this movie, since this kid is an orphan, a little bit of a bond starts to form between this kid and the Great Zamboni. He cuts his finger here. Great Zamboni goes to get him a band-aid. There's the world's longest scene of a kid putting out a band-aid that I've ever seen. And I don't really know how I feel about Max forming a relationship with this dude. Well, for one, he might have killed his wife, but let's put that aside for a second, because he did love his wife. But he also, like, spent a whole night causing, or at the very least, allowing these kids to be spooked heavily in his house. Max, Doug, I don't really know if this is the right fit. I think that maybe an orphanage would be better than this dude.
Maybe he's home, but he won't answer the door. Oh no, the jaguar's tail is stuck in the couch and it's really hurting her.
Then there's this scene where they go to visit the Great Zamboni and he's not home, and they look in the window and his pet jaguar's tail is stuck in the couch. This is like a big plot point for some reason. We have to save his terrifying jaguar from the couch. And the jaguar's like roaring in agony as its tail is just ever so delicately placed under the couch cushion.
I'll help you.
Anyway, Max saves the jaguar, but then he gets stuck in the couch. Then there's this part where the Great Zamboni comes home and lays down on the couch and immediately falls asleep. Because the second he lays down, Max starts like pounding on the couch being like, I have to pee, help, let me out. Which he also says like 1,000 times. But the Great Zamboni is just already asleep. He lays down and it's just immediately like... Which I guess is kind of what happened the first time they were at his house too. He was like watching the kids and then he was like, oh, I'm going to bed, and gets in his crypt and just goes to sleep.
Gonna wind up in a reform school, not an orphanage, if you keep breaking into my house.
But Shadow's tail was stuck in this couch.
Shadow is in the hallway. She looks fine to me. Would you go, all of you? Would you just go? I don't want to see any of you near my house!
Yeah, this dude's got issues, man. I feel like the logical conclusion of this movie is that Max is gonna get adopted by this dude. And if that happens, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to support it. This dude is acting like a psychopath.
I don't want to see any of you near my house! Any of you near my house! Go!
Shit, I don't know about you guys, but it seems like daddy material to me. So the nerdy girl of the group who owns the world's brightest laptop decides to do a little bit more research on the Great Zamboni. She finds this clip where he says something, but the microphones don't pick it up because he says it really quietly just to his wife. And so she does that thing that movies do where she just presses the enhance button to figure out what he says. And oh boy, what he says is a doozy.
I hate children. I hate children. I hate children. I hate children. I hate children.
Huh? Okay, so this is like this critical moment. It's like in the middle of when he's recording a performance of his magic show. He's got his wife, he's about to do a trick, and you're telling me he just mumbles?
I hate children.
And then just like continues on with the trick? What a weird thing to do. Why is this guy so weird? Like in the middle of a performance, he's just like, by the way, I hate kids. Anyway, my wife is gonna explode now. I don't know. I don't understand this part at all. But this whole thing does make Max very sad. I don't really know why. I guess in his eyes, they were like bonding and he saw maybe a potential new home so he wouldn't have to go to the orphanage. Literally in the previous scene, he was just screaming at them, telling him to get out of his house. Go! I don't know what he thought they had or like where he got the impression that he liked kids, but I think it's been pretty clear the whole time that he fucking hates kids. Yeah, Max seems pretty worked up about this. He's just like longingly staring out the window now.
I don't want to see any of you near my house!
There actually is an almost sweet moment with Max and the Zamboni man. Max gets beat up by the bullies and he goes to the Great Zamboni because he's got no one else to go to, and the Great Zamboni kind of cleans him up, and this is where we start to see a little bit of a softer side of the Great Zamboni. That is, at least until he starts to give Max advice about going to the orphanage.
That's why I want you to teach me some magic tricks.
You'd be better off if I taught you a good right cross.
Okay, dude, chill. Magic tricks to impress people and make friends? Yeah, you'd be better off if I taught you how to beat the shit out of people instead. That's how you make friends. With a good right cross.
Well, I never knew my mother, so I'm not as lucky as you. There was nobody there to tell me not to fight. Because all the other kids always picked on me, I got into a lot of fights. I had a great right cross.
Why is this dude obsessed with great right crosses? We get it, dude. You know about the great right cross.
Old Dawn Star wanted to do was to have
a great right cross.
People used to tell me I'd make a good father. But she was the only one woman I ever wanted as a wife. What I said to her that night was the coolest thing I could ever say.
He's admitting that he did say, I hate children, right before she ran away, and that was the last thing he ever said to her. That really did happen. That is so weird. This is like one of the most bizarre characters in the world. I don't understand his motives at any point in time. Do I understand what this character is thinking or doing?
You got the good thing that I want.
Oh yeah, it's Halloween now, baby. So on Halloween night, the bullies are working for their boss, this lady. They're getting orders for like what to steal on Halloween. Right before Halloween, the bullies steal the goat again, and they also steal this magic wand from Max. So on Halloween night, while the bullies are meeting with the boss, the kids go to steal back the goat and the magic wand, which they do. But then the bullies start chasing them, and they chase them all the way to the Great Zamboni's house, where we're gonna get yet another crazy scene of people running through the Great Zamboni's house.
Aren't you supposed to say trick or treat?
And now all of a sudden, Mr. Zamboni is like this kid-friendly, happy-go-lucky dude who's like making jokes with the kids, making dad jokes. You're gonna bust into my house, aren't you supposed to say trick or treat? Say it now or you'll get a good right cross. So the bullies enter the house, and the kids, with the help of the Great Zamboni, proceed to pull a bunch of like spooky pranks on the bullies, you know, to teach them a good lesson. So there's one where this kid leads them into a dark room and then dances for them. He puts on a glow-in-the-dark skeleton costume and has like a whole spooky dance routine that for some reason is scary to them.
I'm just a star.
Then this girl goes and hides in a pumpkin, and the bullies are like, wait. Instead of just opening the pumpkin and pulling the girl out, let's all stab the pumpkin. They're like, I think we've been thieves long enough, actually. I think it's about time that we graduate from stealing goats to, fuck it, murdering kids. Let's do it. Let's stab this girl 15 times. So they do. But because the whole house is magic or whatever, everything is like a prop thing, she's not in there, obviously. Imagine if it was. Holy shit, that would be dark. While all this is going on, also Max and the Great Zamboni have another moment where Max is like, you should let me live in your house.
It's a nice comfy bed. Cool ceiling too, I like it. It's a great room for a kid to have.
I don't know, man. It just gives me the creeps. I do not like the Zamboni character. I gotta be honest. He's just weird. Then the bullies get spooked some more. There's this like wall closing in on them gag, and then they have to go down this slide. This sliding scene is like 40 seconds long. It's like way too long of them sliding. They play like a whole ass song while they're sliding. The slide finally leads them to one last little show where the Great Zamboni is pretending to saw one of the kids in half.
For all these victims delivering themselves into my hands.
What was that? What is that? Did they just repeat the same clip 3 times? What is he even saying? Is he saying, can't believe this now, can't believe this now? Why did they do that? Why did they pick that shot and repeat it 3 times? That's so weird. And then the last thing they do is the bullies run into this room that's like this hypnotism torture chamber. It's like this swirly thing on the wall, and the Great Zamboni turns on the room and they just start spinning around and going insane. That's kind of fucked up. It kind of seems like they're really going insane in there. Why does the Great Zamboni even have this room in his house? Is there a practical use of this room aside from torturing people? Okay, so that all gets solved, and now we're at the end of the movie, the resolution, where everything's gonna be made right. The Great Zamboni decides to come back to the world of magic after being gone for so long. I kind of figured that he was gone because no one wanted to come see him anymore because they all thought he killed his wife, so I don't know why that has changed, but he decides that he wants to do magic again. For some reason, people now want to come see him again. So he does this trick where he says he needs a volunteer. He picks Max out of the crowd as a volunteer, which is kind of sweet. And then he does this trick where Max gets in one of these rockets, and his Jaguar gets in the other rocket, and then they spin around a bunch, and then Max actually comes out of the other rocket. So they switched places, and everybody cheers like it's this great trick, and Max is happy. And then, of course, as we all predicted, this happens.
This afternoon, before coming to the theater, I signed the official adoption papers that give me the great privilege of becoming Max's father.
Okay, so that is probably what we all expected. The Great Zamboni has adopted Max. What happens next, I fully did not expect, okay? Because you might remember that Max came out of the rocket, but the Jaguar has not yet. So let's see what happens next.
Oh, we mustn't forget Shadow, a big hand for Shadow.
Dude, what? Huh? What? Dude, explain that. No. Please explain this to me, someone. I do not understand this at all. The Jaguar, the whole time, was Dawnstar, his wife. I'm so confused about how and why that is. First off, the whole movie, they make it seem like this dude isn't really magic. There's no actual magic in this movie. It's all sleight of hand. Like, all the things in his house are just like, you know, things popping out. All of his magic are very basic sleight of hand tricks. I guess except for the one where he turns into glass and shatters. That one is pretty weird. They make it seem like it's all within the realm of possibility. And then all of a sudden they come in with this shit where the Jaguar's been like a shape-shifting woman the whole time. But that's not the only confusing part, because why? Why did that happen? I have to assume that the Great Zamboni didn't know that Dawnstar was the Jaguar, because for the whole movie, he treats it like a Jaguar. It shows him at home by themselves several times, and she stays a Jaguar. Like, she doesn't transform back into a woman when they're alone. He even calls her Shadow when they're alone. There's one time in the movie where he's like, well, Shadow, it's just you and me in the house.
Just you and me, Shadow.
That only leads me to believe that Dawn Star became a jaguar, like disappeared and became a jaguar on purpose just to fuck with the Great Zamboni. And if that's the case, then it's probably because right before all this happened, the Great Zamboni said, I hate children. And so to punish him, Dawn Star decided to turn into a jaguar for 11.5 years. Until, I guess, the Great Zamboni decided that he doesn't hate children anymore. If it took longer than that, maybe she would have stayed a jaguar forever, I don't know. This whole part is so vague. It's so hard to tell if he knew that she was a jaguar or not. His facial expressions are very vague, and they don't ever even do like close-ups of his face so you can get a better look. It's so weird, and then they just cut away from it. Then it's just the next scene where Zamboni and Dawn Star are walking Max to their car like a happy family. There's no explanation. That's all that happens. And then it's pretty much the end of the movie. That they get in their car, they drive away. This girl finds Dawn Star / Shadow's collar, and the collar flies up into space and creates a new constellation of stars, so that's its whole other thing, and then the credits roll. That's the whole ending of the movie. There's no explanation of literally anything that happened in the movie. The only kind of explanation is that, like, well, it was magic. So that's just what happens when there's magic around. Weird stuff. You can't explain it. Sometimes people just turn into jaguars. Anyway, that's the end of the movie. So, I don't know, did you see that coming? I didn't see it coming. Let me know in the comments down below. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Guys, ExpressVPN is the best VPN out there for all of your internet security needs. You see, when you use the internet, your data is at risk. Whether you're using an unencrypted Wi-Fi and your data is at risk of being sniffed by hackers, or you're at home and you can be tracked by your internet service providers or websites and online advertisers. ExpressVPN can protect against all of that by encrypting your data. I use ExpressVPN all the time, but especially in 2 use cases. First, if I'm ever on a public Wi-Fi, I always make sure to have ExpressVPN on just to make sure that my data is safe and people can't see what I'm doing. And the second is to unblock content that's not available in my area. Since ExpressVPN has server locations in a ton of different countries, you can switch your server location to somewhere else and unblock content that's available there and not the country you are in now. For example, Rick and Morty and Brooklyn Nine-Nine are both available on the UK's Netflix, but not available on the US's Netflix. So if I want to watch those, all I have to do is switch my server location to the UK and suddenly it's available to me. I'll always choose ExpressVPN over other VPNs because they have the fastest speeds. They've got 24/7 customer support. It's super easy to use. You don't really need any technical knowledge. You just open it up, you can pick server locations, you press the big button to connect, and you're connected. And on top of that, ExpressVPN is consistently rated the #1 VPN by a bunch of different sources. It's been rated #1 by TechRadar, CNET, The Verge, and many more. So if you want to find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free, then click the link in the description. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. That's expressvpn.com/Danny Gonzalez. Thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out ExpressVPN. When you check out my sponsors, it helps me get more in the future, so I really do appreciate it when you guys check out my sponsors. And ExpressVPN's a great service, so I know if you're looking for a VPN, you will love ExpressVPN. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you like my new little setup here. I finally changed it. So hopefully this doesn't look like shit. The Greg is finally off the floor, and honestly, we're vibing. So if you like this video and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are the fastest growing army on YouTube. Please do not look that up. You're just gonna have to trust me. That's what Gregs do. They trust me. Anyway, bye.
This video is over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. This video is over now. So why are you still watching this?